Dracula, and Alan King as Jonathan Harker. Produced and directed by Andrew Allen, with an original musical score composed and conducted by Lucio Agostini. George Salverson's adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
This is the journal of Jonathan Harker. Should any read, convey its warning to those who will believe and act, and convey it to those who mourn me, for I have written my last word. Pennsylvania, May the 4th, 1897. A day of a strange, wild journey to carry me on my mission. Is travel among these motionless mountains and long-sleeping castles always pursued so recklessly, so desperately? Our Slovak driver lashing his horses, the coach for Bukovina rocking and bouncing, the passengers crying for more speed.
More quickly, the sun sinks!
Crying for more speed as darkness is near, and watching me with eyes that are somehow troubled.
Obviously, you are the Englishman.
The Englishman? Yes, I am English.
In the streets, when we took the coach, there was much attention on the Englishman.
But why, sir, is it so remarkable to be English?
I do not know why, but I can tell you that this wild country, the ancient battleground of Bulgar and Turk, is not only a melting pot of races, it is a melting pot of all the world's superstition. And it is sometimes remarkable what an Englishman will do.
There's nothing remarkable in what I am doing. I represent a completely respectable firm of London solicitors. I am here to perform a service for a client.
And who is this client, sir?
Count Dracula.
Driver, more quickly! Am I to hide in?
Must we travel through these potholes as though the devil were after us?
Tradition would have it these roads should be never repaired, lest the Turk consider it a warlike action.
Herr Englishman, it is the eve of St. George's Day, is it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Do you not know at midnight all evil in the world holds sway? Do you know where you go, Herr Englishman?
I do not understand you, sir.
Our friend has had his say. You, sir, are from London, and I from Strahd. I fear we find these people amusing.
They seem to be afraid of me. I don't know why. The Count will have his carriage meet the coach at the entrance to Borgo Pass. Then I leave you to perform certain services for the Count of Castle Dracula.
Driver! I know!
I cannot understand this bone-shattering speed.
Perhaps our fellow passengers fear the dark. Or perhaps the devil is after us.
Darkness, with the feel of the mountains hiding in it. A long, hard climb toward Borgo Pass. The horses walking and my bones aching. Campfires near the road. Gypsies. I am going to walk a piece.
What are you doing?
I'm going to walk while the hero slowed us down to a reasonable pace.
I forbid it. I am responsible. I forbid you to leave the coach. The wolves are savage here.
Those gypsies don't seem afraid.
I forbid it.
Oh, very well.
A stranger passes in the night. He believes only what he sees. Will he see what he cannot believe?
There is the road. There goes Borgo Pass. You see, there is for you no carriage.
The arrangements were very precise.
The Herr Englishman is not expected after all. Stay with us to Bukovina. Come, let us wait no longer.
We came at such a speed, I am sure that...
You are early tonight, coachman.
The Herr Englishman was in a hurry.
That is why I suppose you wished him to go on to Bukovina.
That is a strange-looking fellow when he smiles, those sharp white teeth.
Herr Englishman, if you must do this, take this crucifix for your mother's sake. Wear it, and God go with you.
The coach with its frightened passengers swept into the darkness on its way to Bukovina, leaving me with the stranger who had so suddenly materialized. Without a word, he motioned me to a carriage which stood silent in the shadows. As we drove upward through the pass, the cry of the wolves followed us until midnight found us in the courtyard of a vast, ruined castle from whose tall black windows came no ray of light. The silent coachman set me down, drove away, left me in the darkness before the massive iron door. And there I waited. Waited and waited until...
Welcome to my house. Enter freely and of your own will.
Count Dracula?
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome, Mr. Harker.
Yes, thank you. The door is very effective.
It once frustrated a Turkish army.
It wouldn't do to lose the key, would it?
Come, sir. It is late, and my servants are not available. Let me see to your comfort myself.
His servants. I wondered if the servants existed as I followed along the passage, up a great winding stair, and down the stone floor of another endless passage. Even Dracula's silent coachman was Dracula.
You will, I trust, excuse me that I do not join you at supper, but I have dined already.
I quite understand. Oh. Even in here, the sound of the wolves.
Listen to them. The children of the night. What music they make.
Music?
Ah, sir. You dwellers in the city cannot enter into the feelings of the hunter.
Dracula smiled. The firelight leaped and fled about the ancient room from the bright red lips, the sharp, white, pointed teeth. I dropped my eyes to his hands. The nails were long and pointed. I remembered as he greeted me how strong they were and how cold. I became aware of something else. I pushed my food away. My God, his breath!
Now, tell me of London and the house which you have procured for me.
Yes. Well, it's in a suburb, Purfleet, and is called Carfax. It contains in all some 20 acres, heavily treed, surrounded by a solid stone wall. There are very few other houses close at hand, one being a large mansion now used as a private lunatic asylum.
And the house? Carfax?
Much as you requested, very large, of medieval times, including an ancient stone keep attached to an old chapel.
Good. I myself am of an old family. To live in a new house would kill me.
I understand, but really, Sir, Carfax is little better than a disused dungeon.
I belong to the past. A past of brave races who fought as a lion fights for lordship. The Huns, whose fury swept the earth till the dying peoples thought the werewolves themselves had come, that in their veins ran the blood of those old witches who, expelled from Scythia, mated with the devils in the desert. Fools! What devil or what witch was ever so great as Attila, whose blood is in these veins? But you will forgive me. I have kept you until morning, and you are tired.
May the 12th. Many days here, and somewhat amused at my first emotions, for the Count is an interesting, if unusual, person. He seems to be away all day, but through the night he has questioned me closely about England, about banking and shipping procedures, and has obtained the names of various solicitors who might assist him in his proposed move. Tonight, for the first time, the Count has not appeared. The yellow moonlight almost dims the lamp by which I write. How strange. A London solicitor by this window which overlooks a 1,000-foot cliff, in this room of ancient beauty, alone. Alone? Yes, for there are no servants here. This must once have been the room of a great and beautiful lady. I almost imagine I hear...
Darling,
Who's there?
our most desirable guest
Where are you?
here. Shall I come more closely? Now, do you see me?
Yes,
I want you to see me. It is lonely here.
I cannot imagine you could be lonely.
But I am. You are so young, strong, handsome.
Forgive me. I seem unable to get up.
Perhaps you are sleeping, dreaming.
Yes. Yes, I must be.
Yes, dreaming of love, perhaps.
A dream, a vision from some forgotten age.
One dreams of love and longs for love.
Yes. No, I have a love.
And what is she called, your love?
She... Mina! Mina!
Mina! Shall I come nearer?
Yes.
Has she hair like this, your love?
Yellow like the moonlight.
Would you like to touch?
Yes.
And I lean over you, so touch it if you like.
I can't.
Has she eyes like these, your love?
So dark. Almost rubies.
Has she lips like these?
Rich, red.
And her smile, my love.
The whitest teeth. The sharpest.
Would you like me to kiss you?
Yes.
Then I
Yes.
will. I will. Let me show you love you never dreamed. First, my lips to your throat. My sisters.
Beautiful.
Are my sisters impatient?
Go on. Yours is the right to begin.
He is young and strong. There are kisses for us all. Yes, kisses for us.
Can you hear me okay?
How dare you touch him? How dare you when I had forbidden it?
Yeah.
Beware how you meddle.
You yourself never loved, you never loved.
Yes, I too can love. When I am done with him, you shall kiss him at your will. Now, go. I must awaken him, for there is work to be done.
Are we to have nothing for tonight?
Yes.
I have awakened in my room a sweet horror in my heart, some grim desire I dare not confess to myself. Why do I remember tales of the vampires who sink their sharp white teeth daintily and drink? A woman in the courtyard.
Monster, give me back my child!
A child! My God!
My child! My child! Give me back my child!
That cry. A wolf. An animal. Why does it sound like Dracula?
Go back to your grave!
What is she saying? The wolves. That cry and the wolves are coming out of the forest. I must get out there. I must help her.
You had a blood! Now give me my baby!
My door locked. My God, he roves the wolves.
Give me my child! My child!
My door is opened again. But though I've tried all the day, there is no escape from this part of the castle. No way but the windows and the cliff. At nightfall, heartsick, I was shaving, using the mirror from my traveling case.
Well, my young friend, Mr. Harker.
I did not see you behind me. I cut myself.
Blood!
Look.
Blood on your face!
What are you doing?
Blood on your face!
Your hands! Take away your hands! My throat!
What is this? you wear on your breast.
What? A gift. A crucifix.
This mirror is the wretched thing that has done the mischief. Foul vanity, away with it.
Our business will be completed tonight, Mr. Harker. Tomorrow, I go to England. If you care to listen at the window, you may hear when the mirror strikes the stones below. You may.
He smiled with his sharp white teeth. What manner of being is this who, in a mirror, has no reflection? The Tziganyar in the courtyard, the gypsies. If I could reach them, I might be saved. There is one door I haven't tried, the door to his quarters, Dracula's. Open the door, for God's sake! Gypsies, I hear you in there. You know I'm here. You know I was in there with that. Aren't you living men? Gypsies, will you leave me with the dead? Where are you? Go back to your graves. No use. The gypsies are leaving. Taking him. Write it. Night coming. Write it. Someone may read and find him. May the 30th. My last entry in this journal. I have sought every way of escape. There is none but the windows of these quarters which overhang the terrible cliff. I entered the Count's rooms. A door led me to a deep stairwell, down to a ruined chapel, down to dark vaults of dusty coffins. No way out. Then there was the smell. Old earth newly turned, and boxes, large boxes like coffins, half filled with the earth. 50 of them, I counted them, with earth new dug from the graveyard floor. Now I know where he spends his daylight. Now I know what he is. For in the last box, I found him. Dracula. In the coffin, alive or dead, I could not tell, but red, burning eyes opened, fastening on me. His youth seemed renewed, the cheeks fuller, the white skin ruby red underneath, the mouth redder than ever, the flesh swollen, and from the corners of the mouth, trickling over the chin and neck, gouts of fresh blood. He lay like a filthy leech, exhausted with his repletion. This was the being I was helping to transfer to London with its teeming millions. I seized a shovel left by the gypsies. I raised it to strike at that hateful face, and it turned as the eyes blazed hatred at me. My limbs weakened. The shovel fell, gashing the forehead, and I fled. When I heard the gypsies in the vaults, removing the dreadful boxes, I tried to return. They had locked me out, locked me in. I know their work. They're in his pay, filling his coffins, transporting them to the sea, where the work I have done will bring the vampire who breeds vampires to my home. What am I to become with those others waiting? The gypsies are leaving. I am alone with the living dead, who by day return to the earth of their own graves, and night is coming. I will choose the cliff. My beloved Mina, I will never see you again. May the 30th, the last entry, on the last day of Jonathan Harker. The precipice is steep, but God's mercy is better than that of those monsters.
This, then, is your little patient, Doctor.
Yes, Dr. Van Helsing, but asleep. Asleep, Dr. Van Helsing.
Quite a simple case, Dr. Van Helsing.
To awaken the boy is no need.
No, certainly. He was found on Hampstead Heath this past September 29th. Quite a simple case, Dr. Van Helsing.
His color, it is good.
Nourishment, Dr. Van Helsing, nourishment. A simple case. Hardly justifies a journey all the way from Amsterdam by such a noted philosopher and scientist, Dr. Van Helsing.
I read of this and the other children in your papers. When found, he was so white, so bloodless?
Quite so. Simple case.
Now, please to remove the bandage from the throat.
Yes, as you wish. Ah, you see?
Ah.
The two tiny wounds. Simple case, Dr. Van Helsing.
Please, what is it that is so simple?
Malnutrition and anemia, sir. The parents deny it. Nonsense, Dr. Van Helsing.
And this lady so beautiful, the newspaper story?
Tut, sir. The beautiful lady who lures away the little ones in the night. Journalistic tommy rot, sir.
The wounds. For them, how do you account?
Scratches, Dr. Van Helsing. Scratches. Your interest flatters me, sir, but I cannot account for the honor.
Dr. Vincent, there is so much for which we cannot account. In August, I have come to London to fight such an illness as this. It was of a fine young friend of mine, a dearly beloved fiancée, a most sweet lady. He, my young friend, is a doctor as well. You may know him, Dr. Seward?
Dr. John Seward. He is a student of mental disorders. I believe he has a private asylum at Perth.
The same.
And what was the outcome of the case, sir?
With our knowledge, our science, we were babies. She died.
A pity. The cause?
The cause? That I should wish to know.
Anemia, Dr. Van Helsing?
Her blood, it was as rich as her youth. She died, somehow, of losing her blood.
She weeps and weeps without end.
Lord love you, Dr. Seward, old Minnie don't feel nothing, I'm thinking.
No, Swales, you're wrong. She feels nothing but all the world's helpless, horrible sorrow. So many years it held her silent. When she began to weep, I had hope for her.
Yes, years of staring, now another 10 of sobbing.
When did she start?
August 13th it was, Dr. Seward.
How are you so sure?
It was the night old Renfield give up his pets and turned so violent.
Hey everybody, welcome back to DiceDad Games and our Wednesday League Night playthrough of Curse of Strahd. This is our late game, and this is our 5th week of playing. We do weekly Adventure League games on Wednesdays and Fridays currently, and in the future we've got a lot more games planned. So check us out, facebook.com/DiceDad. That has a link to our Discord server. If you aren't in our Discord yet, you should be in there. We're always talking about D&D. And there's a bunch of, like I said, there's a bunch of games that are being actively recruited for. So if you want to learn how to play D&D, or you want to hang out with some people who know how to play D&D, and just want some people to play D&D with, come and check out our Discord. It's pretty cool. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to hop into my call over here with the party.
Ooh, a 2.5 hour
campaign. He's here, you guys.
Hello, everybody.
Don't be patient.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
Not gonna lie, I enjoyed the stream.
Oh, did you watch the last stream?
Yeah, I was the Dioji senpai.
Oh, okay.
Travel
cool.
in the dark.
Gotcha. Yeah, cool. So I'm glad you enjoyed the last one. We got another one going now. You guys, we're all streaming right now. Say hello to the internet.
Hello, my dudes.
Hello
to the internet.
So we are, like I said, we're currently on week 5 of Curse of Strahd. They're currently making their way through the Durst Mansion. Some people know this section of the adventure as the Death House. So we are in the basement of the death house. For starters, we're going to go and everyone's going to just give an introduction for their character. Physical description, what your character's deal is. Just give us a little bit about your character. We'll just go in the order of the Discord. So we'll start off with Afterlife Senpai, one of our new players.
You want the personal traits or just the way he looks?
It's however you want to introduce your character to the stream.
Oh.
Just paint us a picture.
Oh, if there's a wall, like here at LT is probably smoking a cigarette against the wall. His description is... Where is my... I'm trying to look for a description. I wrote it out. A minute. Where did it go? There. He has a... Where's my notes for my guy?
All right, hey, we'll go to the next one, and then we'll just circle back around to you to give you a second to find.
I forgot how detailed my whole backstory notes are over here in this guy.
All right, cool.
Okay,
so we're gonna go to Alabaster Slade. Let's give us an intro for Alabaster Slade and tell us what he looks like.
Alabaster Slade is a devilishly handsome human. He stands 6'7", very mature and older looking. Not quite a dad bod, but not quite muscular either. Dirty blonde hair that goes into a ponytail behind him, and he wears an officer's uniform. And he is very charming and elusive, but also kind.
All right, cool. Thank you, Garland Foam Tankard. To give us a little bit about yourself.
I am a 4'3", fiery bearded dwarf. I'm of the Forged Cleric domain, and I also dabble in a little bit of the sorcerers. I will either heal you or kill you, but either way, you're going to get a drink of dwarven holy water.
Perfect.
All right, cool. Thank you, Garland. Jin, go ahead and tell us about your character.
My character is a half-orc barbarian berserker, 6'2", medium built. His eyes are blue. He's got long brown hair. He's got light green skin. And he fights for his party and he treats his party as friends. And his arch nemesis is Strahd. And he has come with this party to take down Strahd once and for all.
All right, cool. Love that. Corona, go ahead and tell us about you.
All right, so Corona is a 7'4" Goliath barbarian, and she has half-shaven hair with kind of like multicolored hair with some feathers feathered in there. She has emerald green eyes, and she is a lawful evil alignment, and that's because she is a criminal. And so her story is she's famous because of the fact that whenever she went to help lay out all these traps and let people into a castle, she was in the dungeon area and she found a random vial. She decided, you know what? I'm going to take this. However, she's pretty clumsy sometimes, and she accidentally dropped the vial into the sewers and it ended up killing a lot of people through the water supply. So that's her. She has light green, like almost grayish green color. So yeah, that's her.
All right. Thank you, Corona, but not for what you did. Techless, go ahead and tell us about your character.
So you see sort of white cloaked type of high elf. He has very high years. He looks quite young for a high elf, only 100 to 200 years old. He has a broadsword on his back, 2 daggers, and a short bow with elven-made arrows. And he looks like the person in my PFP. If you need a better picture, that's him. And his name's Techless.
All right, thank you, Teclis. And Afterlife Senpai, have you figured your stuff out?
Yeah, I found my notes. Yes.
All right.
He's his name's Elliot. He's a pale elf. He's wearing really nice clothes, almost like in a butler outfit. He's wearing his ears are a little bit shorter than normal elves, more human-like. If his hair's a way, you wouldn't even notice he's an elf. He has silver blonde hair, yellow shades, a nice dress jacket, white dress shirt, black slacks, and white loafers. Laid back attitude. He's always smoking. Has a knack for card tricks. As I shuffle my cards, a little bit about him. I'll just give. A man that constantly running from his past for the deeds done when serving in the military. He's a trained fighter, but unfortunately he took orders blindly from suffering the consequences. He lost in his own platoon and killed several innocent people because Abercrombie told him to do so. Haunted with his past, forever running, always jumping in front of the threatening situation. No regard for his own life. Now he's just simply a mercenary, taking the hardest mission, taking the most dangerous, hoping one of them might just be his last. He'll put his life in front of anyone that he's serving with.
All right,
Hang up.
cool. He's come to the right place if he has a death wish. Cool. So we find this group of characters in the basement of a mansion. I'll do a brief recap of the previous sessions just so everyone is on the same page as far as where we are. We are in the land of Barovia. It is a fog-covered, strange, enchanted land that is haunted by a vampire named Strahd von Zarovich. There are ways into Barovia, but all of your characters have found out that there are no ways out of Barovia. The mists are deadly, and so you have been tasked in order to escape. You've been tasked to destroy the vampire Strahd von Zarovich by the Vistani, who are a nomadic people, sort of like Gypsy or Romani-like people who are not friends with Strahd, but he owes them from a favor in the past, so they're allowed to come and go, basically. So they've brought you here to help free the land of Barovia from Strahd's curse. You guys started off in the village of Barovia, which is at the base of a mountain, on top of which is Strahd's castle, Castle Ravenloft. And let me see, I can't find the session notes now. There they are. Okay, last session, you guys had found you didn't find the house the last session, you found the house the session before last. So in this town, you basically were tasked to take this girl, Irina. You were tasked by her brother to take her to another town. And before doing that, you guys wandered on this weird mansion in this back corner of the town and were lured in by these two ghostly children. Or you didn't know they were ghosts at the time, but you later discovered were ghosts. Named Rose and Thorn. You've worked your way through their mansion, discovering things about their past. Through your discovery, you've learned that this mansion was owned by a family called the Durst family. They were well-off nobles who wanted the favor of Strahd, and so they started doing weird, profane rituals in the hopes that they might earn his favor. But as you're finding out in this basement, their rituals may not have gone all good. And so you've worked your way through this haunted mansion into a secret basement and were attacked in basically a dining room area covered in like old bones and gore by a strange creature called a Grick. And then after that, you were attacked by some ghouls. And then you barricaded yourselves in this kitchen area, and you all were attempting to take a long rest, I believe. Or was that not the consensus?
I think we're taking the long rest because my hit points.
We were attempting. I'm hurt.
Yeah, we were going to.
Yeah, Corona's hurt, and I was trying to heal her, and then I'm all groggy because everything that's going on inside my head.
Yeah, we said we were gonna try to like tear up the table and like barricade the doors.
That's right. So you have successfully barricaded up the door areas and are attempting to take a rest. There is a constant like chanting that echoes through the halls that makes it very hard to relax or to get much sleep. Can everyone grab a token off of the side and put yourselves in the room? If you click on your token, there is an option to name your token. Yeah, so please put your characters' names on your tokens and then place them here in this little room on the owlbear map.
Are these
Oh,
the
that, I
tokens?
zoomed in too far.
Fighter, monk.
I zoomed in too far. Oh god, now the game.
I
now it's all
believe
laggy.
I believe in the last session we did end up taking the long rest. Yeah.
No, we
Have you
haven't
named
yet.
the tokens? I've never done this before on
Did
this.
we not?
No, I know
You
we
were
haven't because I
discussing
still have
taking a
hit
long
points.
rest.
I still have hit points missing, so.
Yeah, so do I. Never mind then.
You were discussing taking a long rest, but you hadn't actually done it yet.
Where's my token at?
Everybody's tokens got taken off the board between the last sessions. I've re-uploaded the map. So you'll have to recreate your tokens.
Don't even have a token, so I gotta put one in. I thought I put one on. How do I do this?
Oh, there are two right here. You put them in the fog of war.
I am so sorry.
No, it's okay.
How do I
zoom
in onto this?
I mean, you can just click on
You
it
can
and then
scrolly wheel on your mouse to zoom in and out.
And you can also put a color ring around it, so it's easier to like see yours, since they're all kind of like monochrome.
So it's just missing my token at the moment, I'm assuming.
Is your token this one right here?
No, I was putting a monk one on because that's what I am. How do I do this?
Let's see. I'll put one on for you.
Oh, thank you. I see it. I'm just trying. I'll have to mess around on this. Like, where do I find this? Like this owlbear thing, so I could look into it and mess around with it.
It's just where do you find it? Like
yeah. So if I could do it on my own in my own personal.
Oh, it's just owlbear.rodeo.
So I could get familiar with the
yeah,
thing.
it's just like once you like figure it out. There's really not much to figure out.
Because I normally use Roll20. I haven't used this before.
This is like Roll20 light, basically.
Okay.
Right,
I'd like to say one thing for your listeners.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Go for it.
Okay. I played several games with other DMs using Owlbear Rodeo, and this by far is the best as far as graphics go onto Owlbear Rodeo.
Thank you. I've been editing, so like it's actually a lot of work. I've been taking the maps from the book, the PDF of the book, and like using GIMP to like cut them out and size them correctly to put in here, so that we've got like, because there's beautiful maps in the books, and it seems a shame not to be able to use them. But today I actually found a guy who did what I was trying to do already. So this map is his upload of it. So I appreciate the compliment from last time, but this time it wasn't actually me. This is somebody who was doing the same thing I was doing, but
it looks like you put the token in for me, and I just named it and highlighted yellow.
All right, cool. But yeah, I appreciate that. I am having fun uploading or editing the maps.
It actually looks super cool.
It's pretty neat. And Owlbear is super useful. So any dungeon masters out there not using it, check it out. It's super cool. There's no features behind paywalls also, which was my main issue with Roll20. But I've since come around. I've got like 800 hours on Roll20, but I stopped using it for a while. But I got the Curse of Strahd toolkit for it like yesterday, and it is, oh my goodness, do they do the work for you. Not only is it like the map ready with Fog of War, but also all of the monster tokens are already uploaded where they're supposed to be. Their stat blocks are like hyperlinked to them so you can see them. Like it does initiative trackers. Like, oh my gosh, I just have to learn it, which is why we're not in it tonight. But expect to transition Expect to transition to roll 20 at some point. But anyways, so we are barricaded in this.
Pissed off.
Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear? Let me go shut the door. That's my boy. He's teething right now. His mom is in there with him. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go shut the door.
So hey guys,
because I'm possessed by Rose, the little ghost girl. She's screaming around in my head to kill everything.
Sounds lovely.
I honestly was going to bring up. I'm glad I didn't pick a paladin because paladins make the Curse of Strahd is very devastating to some of the monsters in it.
A paladin is a useful thing to have in Barovia.
Yeah, I realized once I realized what you were doing, I was gonna try to play paladin, but I'm like, I'll play a monk. I don't play monks too often.
Yeah, monks are
Because
fun.
I
You don't see a ton of monks.
Well, I'm a cleric.
I've never played a monk really. I've only played maybe one monk, and it was an Unearthed Arcana monk. It was fun, but.
All right, so picking up with the session, we are in the. I'll reread the description of the room as well. The room contains a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Moldy bones lie strewn across the floor, mixed with like cups and plates and forks. In the middle of the south wall is a darkened alcove that. Somebody last session stumbled into and got attacked by a grick right over here. This is the larder, or what remains of it. Now it's just sort of like
Alfonso.
I stepped into it, but there was nothing there.
Muck.
No, it was whenever they first got in here with Alfonso.
Oh.
Yeah, so you got attacked by something there, but you killed it, and now we've kind of sealed off these walls, and we're gonna try to take a rest. Let's see. So, do you guys have watches that you'd like to set up, or is everybody just going to try to sleep at the same time and see what happens?
I'll set up watch.
I mean...
Yeah, I think we should do watches.
No, I believe we should set up
3
watch.
watches, sets of
I'll
2.
take the first watch.
I don't have to sleep. I'm an elf, so I could stay up and watch.
Well, elves still have to, like, chill for 4 hours. It has to be, like, 4 hours of inactivity.
Oh,
I mean, I'm an elf also, so same thing goes with me, too. I mean, I'll take the I'll take the middle center of the night watch when everything gets a little crazy.
All right, cool.
I'll take, I guess, midnight. I guess the in between transition of late night into early morning. I guess so.
All right. So you all take your watches. And as the night goes by, you all try to rest, but the sort of the vibe in here is just very unsettling. It kind of like feels like a scream that you can't scream, if that makes sense. Just sort of the tension in the room kind of feels similar to like an unvoiced scream, and the chanting kind of comes and goes in volume. You guys get some rest, but you guys aren't going to get the benefits of a long rest. You guys are going to get the benefits of a short rest.
All right, sounds good.
So on your character sheets, you should just be able to click short rest and get the benefits of that. All of you sort of wake up the next day after your shifts, not really having slept, just like feeling very tired.
So we got a short rest. Okay.
You got a short rest, yeah.
Does the short rest recover hit points?
You can use hit die to heal during short rests. So like up to your amount of hit dice during a day in short rests, you can roll those to heal hit points back.
Okay. All right.
So during the short rest, everyone can roll whatever their hit dice is and get that many HP back.
Okay, because I don't remember where I was at, and you already said long rest, so I already reset that.
Okay, that's fine. If you already hit long rest, that's fine. But if you didn't, don't. All right, so everyone has picked themselves up and dusted themselves off, and you've cleared the debris, and you're ready to continue.
Into the spooky, scary mansion.
All right, which direction would you like to go? Yeah, this down here is the direction you all were heading. And also, you need to decide marching order because the hallways are 4 feet wide and they're low.
Okay, first question, new people, do you have dark vision?
That is a good question to have.
Okay.
I have dark vision.
I'm a rogue, so I am squishy, so I will stay behind all of you.
Oh, wait a minute.
So we need
We don't have
white.
Navi.
But you're the rogue. You're the scout.
I know, but I'm squishy.
We
I
need
don't
a
wanna
rogue.
die.
I don't mind going in front, but
What level?
I don't have night vision. I can't see, so I use my lantern. If everyone's fine with me using my lantern, I'll lead.
Yeah, because I'm the healer, but I'm also tanky, so, I mean, I'll go up front.
I can follow behind you and keep an eye out.
Alright. I'll go up front, but in my left hand, I have my shield strapped on my arm, and I'm holding my warhammer in that hand, and I pull out a length of rope, and I tie a knot at the end, and I keep tossing it on the floor in front of us, way up about 15 foot out, and pull it back as we walk.
Okay, you're
Because
trying
I
to
don't
trigger
wanna
any
fall in
traps
no
that might be there.
Yes.
All right.
Smart
So
idea.
go ahead and order
Smart idea.
yourselves in the hallway right here. Whoever's in front, put themselves right here, and you'll be the one deciding the direction. And then order yourselves sort of however you're formed behind that. So as you all head through the narrow passageway, Garland, you reach this crossroads. Which direction would you like to go?
Well, we fought. Say, let's go to the left here, going down these stairs.
All right, cool. So you head down the stairs and you reach the hallway that the trap door is in. The trap door, you remember, is right over here, or the pit trap.
We mended it.
Yeah, whoever was here mended the wooden planks, so it's no longer rickety. The staircase continues down this way and then turns. Is that the direction you're heading?
The one time I don't have counterparts to set up traps.
Yes. I'm still tossing a rope. Out in front of me.
All right.
Garland, I will remind you, I guess when I was leading, we started to come down this way, but are we gonna go for the chanting or whatever?
The chanting has been like
thought
constant
that's what he was looking for,
the
the
entire.
chanting. I thought it was down here.
So the chanting was at its loudest right here. Right at the epicenter of this hallways is where the chanting reached its like crescendo. It gets a little quieter as you come this way.
Okay, I thought it was this way. Well, then I need to come back over where Jen is and figure out probably coming down this other.
All right, everyone, back up.
Turning the car.
Back up.
Backing up.
All right, I'm all the way back in the dining room. Let's restart this.
All right. So which direction would you like to go instead?
Sorry about that, guys.
I mean, I'm
No
down to
worries.
look at
We're
these.
coming straight down south, where we think the. I'm trying to step out and listen to see which way would be the loudest to the chanting. Is it coming straight
So,
south, or is it going back towards the east?
As you go down this hallway, the chanting begins to go quieter.
Cats. It's because
It's gotta be to the east.
All right, back it up again.
Oh, are we gonna back up again?
We stayed back.
Drift gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we back up. Let's go towards the east. We're trying to
All
find
right.
this.
As you take the passage to the east, you see it turns and then turns again immediately, and then opens up into a pretty large-sized room. The chanting, though, gets quieter as you go down this hallway.
Is the
Wow. I see some bones. I see bones
They struck
tied
up.
to the walls. I'm going to roll.
Oh, what are
Oh,
those?
those circus balls?
All right, so as you step into this room, Garland.
Oh God.
Oh God, no.
This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusted shackles against the wall.
It's a dungeon.
A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak. His pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has 2 exits on the west and north walls, and chanting can be heard echoing from the hallway to the west, where you came from.
The echoing can be heard from the west?
It can be heard from back where Teclis is standing is the loudest. He's like hearing it deafening, and it's echoing into this room from there.
Keep hearing Karen screeching in my face.
So the star is the statue, right?
I'm moving in.
Yes, the star is
and
the
I want
statue.
the big star, and the little star is the wolf, I think.
Yes.
Well, I'm understand it. I would like to do a perception check or investigation check looking at the statue without getting close. Which one, perception or investigation?
It would be perception.
All right, I thought it was.
Can everybody also tell me their passive perceptions?
18.
Yes.
My passive perception.
My passive perception is 12.
13.
Okay. So the
14.
highest passive perception in the group is 14?
No, Alabaster.
No, it's 16 with Alabaster.
16. Okay,
I was just
cool.
waiting for everyone else to finish.
All right. So nobody with the passive
8.
perception gets this, but with the rolled perception, as you're kind of like scanning the room, you see that and because you're a dwarf, the clay on the wall, in the middle of the eastern wall is wrong. There's something weird about it. Like right here.
Uh-oh.
You also
right
can
where
tell
Alabaster's
that
at.
the crystal orb in the hand of the statue is covered in arcane runes and looks to be valuable, and somewhat like it looks like to be some sort of magical device of some kind.
So, should I check out this wall first, or do you want me to?
I'm just gonna. Can I ready some playing cards just in case something comes out?
Yeah, you can ready an action to attack if something happens.
I'm gonna ready my playing card darts.
You guys do need to be aware of where your tokens are, because that's where I'm assuming your characters are right now. So are you still in the hallway? Have your characters come into the room?
I mean, I'm still in the hallway, but
Please
I could
don't
move.
Hallway. Yeah, let's get in the room, get away from walls, and I say I like to use my Dwarven stone cunning and use investigation on that wall.
You don't even need to roll. Because you already saw it once, and you got your dwarf. There is a layer of clay that is not the same clay as the rest of the wall, and it looks like it's concealing something.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Okay. Teclis, you are right up against that clay wall, that wall swell. You might want to move.
There you go.
And I kind of ignoring the statue and everything because this wall has really got me going crazy. Got my dwarf mind going.
Yeah.
So I drop my rope, move my warhammer to my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
I step forward, and I push against that clay.
All right. As you push, the
And I tap
clay.
it to see if it's hollow.
It is hollow on the other side. You can hear what sounds like wood. This appears to be a layer of clay over wood, and as you push, you see there's a little bit of give to it. And do you want to like push it all the way?
Yes.
All right, so you push and the clay sort of breaks, and as it crumbles, you see that there is a rotted wooden door hidden behind the layer of clay. And as you push the door, it opens to reveal a stone staircase that climbs up.
Oh.
There's so many stairs in this place.
Okay.
Oh, and a
Could
ladder.
with this
Strahd's
orb,
Castle giant labyrinth.
with this orb that's in the hand, could I make an investigation check to see? Can I make an investigation check to see how much I think this orb weighs? I don't want to touch it. I just want to guesstimate.
Sure. You'd guess it probably weighs like 5 pounds, maybe.
Okay. I have a crowbar that weighs 5 pounds. I want to try and sleight of hand Indiana Jones swap them.
Sure.
I kind of nudge this next person next to me. This is going to be fun. I want to touch that if I was him. I don't know who's next to me. I'm just nudging whoever's next to me. It just doesn't look safe.
And while
you
they're
have
doing
2
that,
people beside you.
I'm just kind of studying.
All right, so as you with sweat dripping from your face, you hold the crowbar up next to it, and then just as your hand touches the crystal, suddenly you feel just a shiver run down your spine, and everyone in the room.
I have my action ready still.
Get ready to use that action.
I have my
now you're possessed, except you're evil.
I have my playing cards, and I'm a monk, so I can attack twice. Actually, another strike and a bonus action. So
this better not be another ghost because I can't do anything to the ghost.
Okay, as the cleric, I see the ghost. I see this.
My God.
I see this ghost pop up behind me.
I'm actually
There's
glad I
3
did
of
not pick
them?
a paladin for this
no.
campaign because I played through Strahd
Spooky,
before
scary,
way back when, and I used a paladin and it became unfun.
Oh my God, we're gonna die.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
It's fine, you guys.
Thank you,
It's fine.
Alabaster.
Don't even worry about it.
Thank you.
Dude, what
It's one for it's one for each skeleton.
And I kind of about fucking time.
Oh
no. No.
Oh my God. Okay.
Everyone gets advantage.
Wow, we really
honestly see these ghosts
Wow.
coming in.
Thanks, babe.
So they.
I wanted to know what the. I thought it was weight activated.
Hold up, everybody. Hold up, everybody. Hello, everybody. As cleric here, I turn around, I see you grab that orb. And I sit there and say, "Oh, no, no." And then these ghosts come out. And as these ghosts come out,
As
I
the ghosts come
cast
out, we roll initiative.
Word of Radiance.
Yeah, my action's already ready to attack, so...
Well, we roll initiative, and then on your turn, you can cast Word of Radiance. All right, everybody, roll initiative. I'm going to go one by one and ask you for your initiative, so don't just, like, shout them at me.
Wow, that was bad. Normally I don't roll that bad.
That was bad.
That is my
it's going to be a
highest
17
roll.
for me.
Just a sec.
18.
I'll ask you all for them in just a second.
Okay.
Bro, you know what's sad is even on the game, it was cocked, but it gave me the lower number. Bro, GG.
I'm using the D&D Beyond character sheet. I do have my real dice, but I do have my real dice, but
Yeah, I used the D&D Beyond, and it was like cocked in the corner of my screen, and it gave me the lower number. So this is where I'm at.
So are these ghosts? Right?
are you a rogue?
Right?
Whoever touched that orb, are they a rogue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't me.
It was me.
Yeah, we
All
got
right,
what?
we got this, guys. Positive affirmations.
Positive energy.
No, I'm not worried about it. I just think it's hilarious.
All right, everybody, if you take a look in the Adventure League chat, you can see roughly what is going to happen to Alabaster and everyone.
Oh, God. We all die.
Oh, no. Awesome.
We're all gonna die.
Ah.
Oh.
There's a gist,
we all
aren't
get
they?
possessed?
No, they're
Hell
just
yeah.
trying to choke us.
The geists.
I don't want to
With
get
my ready
choked.
action. What can I do
Bro,
with my
that's
ready
gotta be
action?
a big ghost if he's up behind me, 7'4", choking my neck. Just saying.
My ready action, I could like either throw my card, or I Misty Step too.
So whenever
Would I be
you
able
ready
to-
your action, you specify what the action is, and you specify the trigger. So you would have specified whether it's attack with one of your cards or Misty
Which
Step.
I did. So if I did specify Misty Step, I would have been able to take a Misty Step away from this grab if I did it that way.
If you had done that, yes, you could cast Misty Step and like try to zip out.
I would have been a cool kid.
So you see,
I know what these are too.
Enormous humanoid shadows sort of just like seep out of the corners of the room
I
into
love
being.
these things.
And as they
It's
do,
great.
they attack. And they got a nat 20 on their initiative roll.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Of course they did,
This is-
and they happen to be in the same room.
This is
They
where we
actually
die.
don't. They actually don't have a lot of health. If they think what they are they geists?
You don't
Well,
know.
I don't
If
think
you'd like
you
to make
realize
a
that we
religion
got
check, you
two
can try to
barbarians,
identify them.
2 rogues, and
Pretty sure they're geists. I could make a religion check in a little while, but
Can someone be my meat shield?
bro,
Hey,
there's no
one of the
meat
meat
shield in
shields
here.
are in the hallway behind
let's
this
do
thing.
this.
I put one too many in here.
Bro,
I'm
you're gonna
prepared.
run. You're gonna be like,
I am
nah.
prepared for this.
Yep.
So come at me, bro.
I'm sad because if I had leveled up, because we're only like 25 XP away from the next level for those of us that were here, and I would have been leveled up and I would have had something to deal with this. But
Okay,
never mind.
Alabaster, what is your initiative?
12? I think it was.
I still
I
haven't
don't know. I
gotten
can't see
everybody.
the old row.
12.
All right,
There you go.
Elliot, what was yours?
17.
Garland, what was yours?
6.
Jin, what was yours?
18.
Corona, what was yours?
A fat 5.
Teclis, what was yours?
18.
18. All right, so these creatures will be going first.
Man, I can make too many jokes on that name.
Okay.
All right,
They are gonna attack.
Alabaster. This one. It swipes its massive, shady claw, and it like enters through your physical form and like passes through you and comes out the other side.
Shiver me timber. Ooh.
Oh, never mind. Does an 8 hit?
Nope.
Then they swipe out at you with their weird shadowy claws, but you manage to dip out of the way. And the next one of them is going to attack Corona to do the same thing. Does an 18 hit?
Sadly, yes.
All right.
All right, guys, just got to keep it positive.
All right, Corona, you take 8 damage, necrotic damage.
Okay, well, since we're starting off strong, I guess I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance to reduce damage dealt to me as a reaction.
Okay.
1d12 plus 2. So I'm going to use that real quick.
Yes.
So, hold on. Okay, well, that gets rid of all the damage.
All right, and your strength score is reduced by 3.
Oh, that's nice.
Mark somewhere this cumulatively. Just remember where your strength was initially. So that...
Oh yeah, they have a function on D&D Beyond where you can put other modifiers. I'm just putting it there.
Cool. Yeah, so sick.
I love D&D Beyond. It's such a great thing they made.
It is so good. It's so good.
And honestly, like, I haven't wasn't paying for it, but I actually might start paying for it.
Yeah, I have too. And when I started doing the DM thing, like trying to do the paid thing, and like I've been reinvesting all my money.
For a while, I was paying for it, but then I canceled it. So I might start paying for it again, depending how much more I'm playing.
Do you want me to number the ghosts so you don't lose track of them?
Yeah, if you'd like to, that'd be cool.
I'll do them in the order that you choose.
All right. Zoom in here. Elliot, does a 10 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
All right. Jin, does a 10 hit you?
No.
Teclis, does a 14 hit you?
Does do we round up or down?
It's just your armor class. So you just tell me what your armor class
is 14.
Okay, so it hits.
Frig.
All right. So as this shadowy creature lashes out at you with its huge claws, you take 7 damage, and your strength score is reduced by 4.
I have 4 in my strength now.
All right, and Garland.
Ready to freaking ready action.
Does a 15 hit you?
Damage these guys.
I yell as he swings and misses. I've got y'all surrounded now. And takes a drink of my dwarven holy water.
All right. He misses you, and with that, their turns are over. Y'all survived that. You survived that, so that's cool. Now you get to hit back. Jin and Teclis both are at 18, so the two of you, what are your dexterity scores?
16 for me.
10.
All right, who had the 16?
Me.
Is that Teclis?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Teclis, you can go.
I don't think... Oh, yeah, I don't even have Assassinate yet. I'm gonna... Can I try to sneak around him?
You can't sneak because he sees you. You've been attacked, so... Basically how it works, if you try to run away from him, which is going to be hard because look at how congested this room is, he gets to hit you as you run away. Right now, your best bet is probably just to try to fight this thing.
Yeah,
I think they're geists.
We have advantage on it.
Yeah, if you and your ally are on different sides of a thing, you have advantage on it.
Okay, I'll just...
Because it can't effectively defend against both of you. While it blocks one of you, the other one has openings, so basically both of you have an easier time fighting it.
I'm gonna stab with dagger and then bonus action stab again.
All right. Are you doing that to this one or this one?
One right, the one right.
Number 4 or 5?
4.
Okay, cool.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Okay, bonus action. Go again. Oh god, 13?
A 13 hits.
Bonk. Go here. Okay, that's gonna be 5. Just do a little stab.
All right. You slash out with your blade, and it passes through the creature, and it kind of lets out like a sound. And as your blade comes through, you see that it is slick with ectoplasm.
Techless, you're a rogue, aren't you?
Yeah, I should have got sneak attack, but
Yeah, you should have done your
stealth.
sneak attack.
Oh yeah, you can do your sneak attack.
You don't have to be stealth.
Yeah, if you have advantage.
No, as long as you're Jason.
Yeah.
Advantage to Jason, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, let me. 2 extra.
Hey, don't forget that rogues are nasty once they get up there.
So what was the total again? Sorry.
2.
So 5 plus 7. Okay.
They're nasty once you have a buddy. If you buddy system with the tank, they become real nasty.
All right. Next is Jin.
Alright, I'm just gonna swing at it with both of my axes, hand axes.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, Jesus. 7.
7 does not hit.
Okay, well, I guess that's one hand axe. Let me try the other one. 11?
11 does
I don't
not
think
hit.
that hits.
Yeah.
Well, missed both of them. Let's go.
You lash out with both, and they just sort of like, the thing kind of shimmers out of existence as your blades pass through where it was. And as it shivers back into existence, it sort of like gets up in your face and like makes weird spooky noises.
Did you roll with advantage?
Did you roll with advantage?
Did you get advantage because of Garland? You just roll 2d20 and take the highest one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So roll one more time for both attacks.
Okay. 18.
That hits.
Alright, I'll roll damage. 3. Plus 4. Where's my plus 4 coming from?
From your strength, probably.
Oh, yeah. 7.
7. All right. And go ahead and try your other attack with your advantage.
Okay.
Let's just, roll a d20 one more time.
17.
17 hits. You don't get to add your plus 4 to the damage for this since it's your offhand attack. But you can roll the damage dice.
3.
3. All right. So you slash your 2 axes through the creature, and just like before, they come back slick with a strange substance. The creature isn't dead yet, though. And next is Elliot.
All right, so I have my ready action, right? So that would
Oh,
give
right,
me...
yeah. So go ahead and do your ready action, and then you can do your turn. I totally forgot about your ready action.
Yeah, I was just saying, okay, so it's just gonna throw a card at a playing card. So I'll roll my damage for that. We'll see if it hits first, actually. Should.
And you're doing this on number 3?
Yeah. So it's gonna be 14 plus my
14 hits.
Okay, so it'd be 16 plus the tomorrow. Then my damage was 4. It is with the dart, which I get a plus. Do the darts count as unarmed strikers? Count as a finesse? I forgot. Let me look real fast. Look at my inventory.
I think the darts, like, if you're
Darts
stabbing
are
with them,
thrown, so I think they use dex.
yeah.
So it's gonna be 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. Number 3.
So I just gotta shuffle the cards and I toss one directly at it.
Yeah. It flies through it and sticks into the clay wall on the other side, and you see a little drip of green coming off of the card.
Oh, that's gonna be. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my normal attack, which is gonna be an unarmed strike first. We'll just go give it a good old. Try to go for a headbutt.
All right.
Whole head just goes right through it.
Roll my dice request. Do I get advantage in my next ally? I don't even know if I am or not. Look at the thing. Am I? Who am I
Not
next
on 3, because you have to be like both on each side of it, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, what'd you ask me?
Yeah,
I
I
was reading.
I was just saying if I got advantage or not, but I don't.
Yeah, no,
I was
it's got to be on different sides of it. Yeah.
Why is it? I hate this. I'm trying to use the dice at D&D Beyond. Okay. Absolute rubbish. I swing and a miss. That's a 4.
All right. Yeah. You swoosh your head through it, and your head comes back, having not swooshed anything.
So bonus action, I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to go ahead and kick.
Sure.
I thought that was your bonus action, because didn't you throw a card and then bonus action?
He had a readied action to attack if anything appeared.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Okay, so it's going to be 1d4 plus 2. D4 out on this thing. That's going to be 4 damage.
4 damage. All right, cool. You do a sweeping roundhouse kick and whoosh right through the creature. But you feel some resistance as your leg passes through it.
Sounds good.
I feel like we're doing nothing to these things.
Next.
I think the guy
is
I don't have any
Alabaster.
monster lore or anything worth. I don't even have any good religion.
If somebody wants to roll religion on their turn, they can try to identify what these are.
Okay, would I be able to move? Well, I guess I try it, but I'm gonna move like through them to get on the other side over here, right there.
You're pushing. You're gonna push through them.
Yeah.
So these things are like amorphous, but they're not exactly incorporeal, if that makes sense. They take up, like, you can't walk through them, but they don't have the property that lets you occupy the same space as they do. So, like, they take up physical space, but they can, like, squeeze into small spaces. Basically,
I can't get past them?
You can't push past them. You can try to push past them, but you can't just, like, walk through them. Do you want to, like, push past them?
Is it going to be an action if I do that?
Yes.
Then no. I will go ahead and attack number 5.
All right, cool. And you have advantage to hit for that.
First one's a 21. I'll see if I crit, which I almost did. So 24 is the highest.
24 hits. Like, you roll a 21 and then you roll a 24?
Yeah, I rolled a 21, then a 24.
Okay. And neither of those were a crit?
I'm sorry?
Neither one was a crit?
No, neither one was a crit.
Okay, cool. Both hit.
And then sneak attack. An extra 1 damage. I thought sneak attack you got an extra die as you leveled up.
I think you do get more die, but I don't think it's every time you level up. I think it's like periodically as you level up, your sneak attack damage goes up.
Okay.
So you should check on your character sheet, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll check my table after. But that's a total of 7 damage with a rapier against number 5.
All right.
I have bonus action stuff, but I need to see what I can do with it. No, that's dumb. There's no space behind that statue, is there?
I mean, not really. Not that you could squeeze into. You could squeeze into, like, this space. Or this space.
Yeah, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
So... That's all I can do. So yeah,
All
that'll
right.
be my turn.
Cool. Then we are down to let's see, Garland.
Checklist, we can hear you typing.
Sorry.
Got that
Back to my
mechanical
turn?
keyboard.
I know. I bought it to annoy people.
Garland, it's your turn.
I need 4, 5, and 6 to make a Constitution saving roll.
Constitution.
Arlen's gonna be our savior.
Yeah.
I was thinking bring power, but I want to say
And
something
what's the
different.
DC?
12.
All right. Number 6 makes it. Number 4 and 5 don't.
Okay. By God, Moradin is not happy to having you ghosts rolling around this place. So they take 5 radiant damage each.
Okay. The one that passed his doesn't take any.
Should be.
Just gonna mute myself so you don't hear my
He didn't take
keyboard.
nothing.
Okay, cool. Numbers 4
Wait,
and
I'll
5.
look at it.
As you hold up your holy symbol of Moradin and you invoke his power, the clanging of hammers can be heard echoing through the room, and there's like a blast of heat, and you see these two just like burst into light and then crumble, just like psh, they're gone.
Let's go.
And I cannot use my Syrian Smite with my Warhammer to do, because that comes up as a bonus action.
You can Searing Smite, I feel like, on anything, can't you? Isn't it just like Divine
Well,
Smite? Or is it
Searing
only on
Smite,
thrown weapons?
I think, is a bonus action, but it's also
It's a
well,
radiant.
no, because what was the first spell that you cast? Thunderous something?
I had to swing my Warhammer. No, the first one was Word of Radiance. It was a cantrip.
Is it a bonus action?
What?
Well, like you shouldn't
Well,
be
I
able to
could use
swing
a
your
cantrip.
hammer after casting. Cantrips still cast. They still take your action to cast.
Okay, then. I really can't do nothing now. Okay.
Well, you killed 2 of them in one shot.
Okay. Alrighty. Corona, take one out. Lassie.
All right, cool. Corona, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I guess I'll say back to Garland and say, well, I don't have any of that fancy face shit that you have, but I mean, I'll try.
Faith in your fists.
Yeah. Alright, I guess I will attack number 2 with my great axe. Oh yeah, and I still have inspiration from last session that you gave me from being a bridge for everyone to step on.
Uh-huh.
So if I need that, I'll use it.
All right, so you have to use inspiration before I tell you if you succeed.
Oh, I don't need it. It's
Okay.
an unnatural 20.
All right, that hits, yeah.
All right. So I'm surprised considering I have my... All right. All right, well, that's a 7 slashing damage.
Cool. And that was on number 2?
Yeah.
Cool. So you swing your axe, right? You have a great axe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you swing your great axe through it, and it just like whooshes through, and just like all the others, your axe is left coated in a slimy green substance. And it is back up to the top with the creatures. So let's see. Number 1 is going to attack Alabaster. And he has advantage because he and number 6 are flanking.
Alabaster's the one that touched the shiny stone, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So it would have been a
Good to know.
It would have been a
Yeah.
6, but instead it is an 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. So him hitting you, you take 9 damage. And your strength decreases by 2. Number 2 is going to attack Corona. That's a 23.
Definitely hits.
Corona takes 8 damage.
Oh, God.
Well, it's okay. It's the first
her
damage.
strength
'Cause-
drops by 1.
Fun. So, and you said it was cumulative, so now I'm at -4?
Yep.
Fun.
All right. Yeah. As it rakes its
hit
claws through, and as its claws pull back, there's almost like something else that gets pulled with it, as if some of your essence was being absorbed by the creatures, or maybe your life force. And the damage is necrotic, and as you all look, Corona is looking a little not swole.
Oh, God.
She skipped leg day.
She got chicken legs.
And number 3 is going to attack Elliot.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right.
I have a lot of health.
Elliot takes 8 damage.
Okay. That hurts
And
a
his
lot,
strength
actually. I'm
drops
at 1.
by 3.
Yep.
As again, the creature rakes its claws through you and pulls a little bit of you with it. You feel drained.
All right.
And the final one is going to... It's a 50-50 if it's going to attack Garland or if it's going to attack Alabaster. Shit.
Hopefully the man that took the stone.
Odds. He's going to attack the man who took the stone.
Shut up. Gosh dang it.
Hey, if we make it out of this,
that would be
we
a
might
nat
sell
1
that for some
or
good
a
money.
21. It's going to be the 21.
Yeah, it'll hit.
All right, Alabaster. Oh, this one's not too bad. 6.
I'm down.
And your strength drops by 3. All right, so you see the first one, the number 1, it rakes its claws through Alabaster, kind of like when the Dementors are like passing Harry Potter in the Harry Potter movies when he's flying, kind of like a little bit of his face gets pulled with it. You know what I'm talking about, that effect? And then the one behind him does the same thing, and you see Alabaster fall to his knees and collapse as you see all the color drain from him. And his like skin and stuff, like it sort of gets sunken and appears desiccated. He's not dead, but he's like lying on the ground, like making death saving throws. You'll make your first one on your next turn.
We need to end this combat fast.
All right, Mark.
Yeah, thanks for telling him to attack me, senpai.
Dice did it. I didn't do nothing.
Okay, and now is Teclis.
Sorry. Right. Dagger to face. Oh, could I sneak up on this guy right here to the right of me?
Again, in combat, it's kind of hard to sneak. You can stealth, but
I can.
You'll be like at disadvantage to your stealth roll because like combat's actively happening in the room.
Okay. Stealth disadvantage. I mean, that's 11.
Okay, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my daggers again and stabby.
Oh,
Ooh,
which
24.
one? On number 6?
Yeah, number 6. And
So
that's
step up.
That is a 24.
You see that it's like actively like sucking the essence out of Alabaster, who's like curled up on the ground, and it totally does not see you as you come up and jam your daggers into its form. Go ahead and make your attack with advantage.
Okay. Nice. 4 damage.
Did you roll another one to see if you for making the attack with advantage to see if you crit?
Sure. Advantage. Sure.
Yeah.
11.
Okay, so your first one was probably higher.
Only one hit. 4 damage. Do I roll sneak now?
Yeah, you get your sneak attack.
An extra 1 damage. Epic.
All right. You slash your daggers through it. And it is Jin's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use one of my moves to... Can we get on the skeleton spots where those bones are laying? Ah, well.
You want to go to one of the bone piles?
Yeah, or is that like an occupied space?
No, you can go into those spaces.
Okay, then I'm going to do a acrobatics to get around Garland and Teclis so I can get to this one right here.
Sure, go ahead. You just need a 5.
All right. There's my acrobat. Okay, there's 16.
Cool. Yep, you squeeze past and you're on the other side.
And then I'll use my last move to attack 6. And since we have advantage on it...
Yes, you do.
13.
Yeah, he definitely surrounded.
Yeah. 13, 7.
The 13 hits, the 7 does not.
Oh, no, that wasn't like a two-handed attack. That was...
Oh, that was your advantage?
Damage.
Oh, that was the damage.
is 7.
The damage is 7. Okay. Cool. All right. And that was are you a monk, right?
No, I am the half-orc barbarian with the hand axe.
Okay, sorry. The token confused me because it was a monk token. I was like, that doesn't seem.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was a monk.
Yeah, I just grabbed. I didn't know which one's the barbarian one, so I just grabbed it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I didn't think you were a monk because I had you as this token last time.
I think it's the tribal symbol one.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
it's one of these ones over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the half orc you had him last time.
All right.
It's the one with the giant axe. It's the top one.
Elliot, it is your turn.
I'm gonna back away from this thing. I guess the back away will attack me, actually.
It'll
so
attack
I'm just gonna stick with the fight, actually. I'm actually gonna try something different.
Sure.
What would it... So it doesn't look like doing much to it. So I'm trying to see... Say if I, what would happen if I caught one of my darts on fire? My cards. My darts. I have a tinderbox, I have oil.
It would probably ruin how they fly.
But I'm, right in front of it. So I wouldn't have to throw it very hard.
So I'm going to say that probably wouldn't work effectively because you're still burning your paper. So, I'm going to say you can't add fire damage to your darts.
I was just trying to give it some for mental
no,
damage.
I got what you were trying to do.
I was just trying to change the property so it did something that would actually hurt these things. I back away, I take damage now. We'll just stick in the fight. Let's go. I'm just gonna go full on. We're gonna go ahead and
we can add fire attacks to our
no,
fire
you can't. Just a thought. You can't.
Oh.
No. Just a thought.
I was about to say I should have done that.
I mean, there's always
It's
dipping
imagination.
your weapon in oil and coating and lighting it on fire.
Essentially, what I was gonna do,
but just specifically because you're using throwing playing cards, that's why, because they would just burn. But
yeah, I figured as much. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do. Why action comic disengaged? No, we'll just punch it. Kick button. Forceful blow.
Excuse me.
I think I actually do. Yeah, back away. I get attacked. They're gonna attack me, so I want to have to stick in the fight and see what happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it and see what happens.
All right, go for it.
Unarmed attack, unarmed strike. So we're going to go ahead and with a kick again and see what happens.
All right.
Okay. 18.
That hits.
Oh, that's what I didn't do. I'm not rolling my proper die. I gotta roll this thing. It's going to be 5 damage. Kicking it.
All right.
Okay, and then bonus action, we'll go ahead and headbutt it then.
Go for it.
Well, critical failure.
All right. So
ectoplasm all over your face.
Go ahead and roll damage on your headbutt.
Okay. Just do 4. I'm gonna roll it down. 3 damage.
All right, so
to
as
myself.
you go to like headbutt it, you do headbutt it, but like you get the angle all wrong, and like
headbutt the wall.
and yeah, you just like your head smashes into like the wall, and you ding yourself for that much damage.
All right, I'm at -3.
Oh, that puts you under.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
I only have 9 HP.
Okay, yeah, it's early. Cool. So you smack your head on the wall so hard that you knock yourself out.
Yep, fair enough.
All right.
Hey, I mean, I'm a monk. I don't have much health right now. I have to wait. No, next level I'll have more health, but right now I'm kind of still squishy, and I don't even got key points yet, so not much I could do there. I'm done.
Right. Cool. Then it is Alabaster's turn to make a death saving throw. It's just a D10 roll.
A D10, not a D20?
Sorry, that's what I meant. It's a D20 roll, DC 10. You're right. My bad. I just derped.
Fail.
All right, so that's 1 failed death saving throw. Oh no. All right.
It's all right.
Next is 12. Garland, you're at 6. Go ahead.
I need number 6 to roll a dexterity saving throw of 12.
It failed. It failed the roll.
You thought you missed me earlier, but now Morden's power will come upon you, and you will take 6 sacred flame damage.
All right, as you cast Sacred Flame, you see the core of this thing ignite, and like flash paper, like it just sort of like ignites and burns all at once with a it ceases to be.
Okay, I want to move now.
Yes, you can move.
Between these two and get up towards Alabaster.
Sure.
Okay. And do I need I was going to try to... I can't get in there. Never mind. I was actually going to try to get on the other side of 1 and 2. I need to make a acrobatics.
Yeah, at that point you need to make... Go in right here, you're not pushing up against a wall, so you just like can push past them. But like here, there's a lot of people you're going to have to maneuver through, so...
Right. Yeah.
So where are you trying to get to?
I'm actually trying to get in this bottom square by 1, and I rolled a 19. 20 minus 1. I rolled a nat 20 minus 1.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can see that this one is drawing back to finish off Alabaster. It's like rearing back, and you can see it's just getting ready to finish him off. And you like roar, and you push past, and you like leap, and you shove past the two of them, and you have like jostled it, and it turns towards you, and it lets out an angry.
And
yeah.
And I have one question. On my
Yes.
bonus actions, it says I have Healing Word. Can I cast Healing Word? It's a 60 feet radius where I can sit there and get Alabaster and uh, who's the other one that's down?
Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah, you can.
Cast a Healing Word.
If it's a bonus action, sure.
Yes. And it's 1d4 plus a modifier, plus 2 plus my modifier.
I think Healing Word only targets one creature, though. Doesn't it? It just has a range of 60
Elliot's
feet.
the worst. Yeah, it has a range of 60 feet. A creature of my choice. Okay.
Yeah,
thank
it's
you
just
for the
one
correction.
creature. Okay, cool.
So, Alabaster's in the worst shape, so he just got 8 HP. He just got 8 hit points back. I mean.
All right, Alabaster, you get 8 HP back.
All right. And I take a quick drink. Of the dwarven holy water.
All right, Corona,
and
it is
growl
your
back
turn.
at number 1.
So you were saying like we can't just go through them, right? Like they're actually like physically like you can touch them.
You could push through them. You can't just like walk through them.
Okay. Well, my goal, since my great axe didn't work, I want to basically grab number 2 by the throat and just like ram up against this like wall up here. Like I just want to push him and ram him into the wall.
Okay, sure. So you'd like to initiate a grapple?
Sure. With my minus strength.
All right, go ahead and roll opposed athletics.
Wow, out of all things I could roll.
It rolls, or you need to beat an 11.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
All right, so you're like, you probably, she doesn't even realize, like, Corona doesn't realize how much she's been drained. So she goes to like just tear this thing apart, and as she like grabs onto like the weird form that is this thing, it's like slippery in her hands. And as she tries to like push it, she realizes with horror that she has lost so much of her strength, and this thing just sort of like grows in size as a little bit of fear ekes in, and it looms over her and prepares for its attack on its turn. But it is now, well, it's now its turn, so they're going to go. Number 1 is going to attack Garland. Does a 13 hit?
Come at me. Aye, he missed me again.
All right.
Just keep swiping over his little dwarf head.
Corona, number 2 will attack you. Does a 14 hit?
No.
All right, so it swipes out at you, and you duck under its attack. And the final one is going to attack Elliot.
Yep.
It's just an extra failed. You just like, it's an automatically failed death saving throw when it attacks you.
Yep. Ugh. Great.
All right. So now we're back up to the top, and it is Teclis's turn. It's your turn, Teclis. You're muted. I don't know if you
Yes,
realize.
sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh shit, I was. Oh. Could I try and is there something here? Right here.
That's the statue. There is a statue. There's two statues. A statue of a man and a statue of a wolf.
Kind of laggy. Could I kind of go through this down here to hit?
You could not push past the statue. There's not enough space.
Oh. Could I try to knock an arrow?
You want to shoot an arrow at one of them? You can do that.
Yeah, I'll go like right here. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at one of them.
Sure.
And I grab my shield and raise it up in front of my face.
All right.
Knock
Which
an
one are you
arrow.
shooting at? Number 1 or 2?
Yeah, and I call his, I call him.
Or
I don't
3.
know, what's an insult? Dwarf, give me an insult.
You friggin' bard.
But okay, I call him a friggin' bard. Go.
Take that offensive. I normally play bards, actually.
All right. So are you attacking number 1, 2, or 3?
That one, the one.
Number 1. Okay, cool. All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Looks like this party needs another support, though.
22.
A 22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Bang.
We did have another support, but he's not here
4.
tonight.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack. 4 plus 1 again. 5 damage.
All right.
Shoot an arrow at his face.
The arrow flies, it hits, and then like shoots through the other side and hits the wall, covered in green slime. And now it is
Nice.
Jin's turn.
Okay. So I'm looking at the actions in combat. What is help? What does help do?
Help gives someone advantage on whatever thing they're about to do.
Okay, never mind then.
It
thought I'd
helps
be able
them.
to help Elliot. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to help Elliot, like get him out of
I
there.
think you can
Well, you
also
could use medicine
stabilize
check to
someone.
stabilize.
Yeah, I think
Use
you
a
can
medicine
also.
check.
Yeah, you can do that.
So what am I stabilizing if he's down?
You're basically like
You're
applying first
stopping
aid.
the bleeding so he doesn't have to die. He's still unconscious, but
It brings me to, I think, 1 HP, and then I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll move over to Elliot and do so.
Okay, cool. Roll your medicine check. You just got to beat a DC 10.
Oh, nat 20. Or I got the B, I'm guessing +1, so I got 21.
All right. Go ahead and roll a D4.
Alrighty.
All right, Elliot, you are awake with 2 HP and not unconscious.
Still prone, though.
You provide some very good first aid, and you actually manage to get him awake.
Yay.
There you go, Elliot.
Thanks. Should have just left me there.
I can't hurt them, and I can't push past everyone. I'm not going to try, so I'll help you.
That also means that you get to take a turn now, Elliot, because you were next in the initiative order.
Well, I'm going to go for, I guess, disengage.
Cool.
That's all I can do.
All right, disengage and move back.
Yep.
Cool, just move your token wherever you'd like to squeeze back to. All right. And then it is Alabaster's turn.
you said it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay, I will stand up for half my movement.
All right.
Kind of lean past the thing and be like, I owe you one, dwarf. And then I'll stab at the thing.
All right, you have advantage.
Hey, that's a critical hit.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage and double it.
And then So it was 7 and 2, but I double the sneak attack damage too, right?
Roll all of your damage and then double it.
Okay, so it doubled the rapier already because it gave me 2d8 to roll.
Oh, okay. Like it
Instead of
automatically
1?
did it? Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I do my crits a
Yeah,
little
so
differently
it'd be
than the official way, so.
Okay, do you want me to like re-roll that damage since it gave me 2 dice to roll?
Just pick whatever the first number is that it rolled, and that's how much damage you dealt. Or like that's the die that you rolled for that.
Okay, so it was 3 plus 3, that's 6, plus 2, that's 8, so 16.
All right. As you stab your rapier, you feel it connect with something solid inside this strange, weird, amorphous creature, and you manage to pin it to the wall, and it lets out a pained cry, and as it does, it shrivels up and then just sort of like crumbles to dust.
Okay, and when it does that, I will move here and say, "Prepare to meet your friend, dead thing."
All right. Next in the order is Garland.
I need 2 and 3 to make a Constitution saving throw. 12.
They both failed. I did not roll good constitution. I haven't been rolling good saves tonight.
Sit there. Moradin pisses on you, and as he pisses on you, you get 7 radiant damage.
7 becomes 14, and they both explode in a shower of light and sparks. Good job, everybody. You managed to survive that encounter. As Garland finishes off the last 2 of the creatures, the dull chanting picks back up in your ears as the sound of battle fades in the room. You all sit there just like catching your breath for a second. And then what do you do?
I'm gonna cheer.
Appointed I get everybody to join up around me so I can cast skills. I want to sit there and with Alabaster, I need him to come up to me and everybody that takes wounds, and I'll sit there and do another holy word.
Oh, while he's doing that, I'm just gonna sit down and observe the orb.
They each get 7 healing points.
Do you pick the orb back up?
Hit point.
Oh, I thought I like kept it whenever I touched it.
Oh, that's fine. You can still have it in your hands. Yeah, you're holding a huge shadowy chunk of like a gray quartz.
So does everyone around Garland get 7 healing points?
Yo, I'm back at full health. He's only have 9 HP.
Sweet, I'm back at full.
I'm 1 point away.
I look disappointed at Alabaster.
All right. Everyone gets 100 experience points for successfully killing
Yo,
the shadows.
okay. Wait, I have a question. Do
What's
you
up?
want us to wait until after the session to level up? Because that would put like almost all of us to level up.
If your characters rest, you level up in game. Otherwise, you have to wait till after the session.
Are you on D&D Beyond? If you click the little stat bar on the top left that says like your level compared to the next level, you click on that, right? And then it'll say manage experience, and then you can add XP that way.
How many did we get?
100,
100
but
each.
we haven't had a rest, so don't add it for those of us that are.
Don't worry, I haven't leveled up. I'm like 25 points away.
I don't see a stat bar apparently. What is
It'll
Are
say
you
the
XP
name.
leveling?
It'll say the name. Yeah. Are you on milestone or are you on XP? You might have accidentally done milestone.
How do I fix it?
Click the little hammer thing that says go to builder.
Or
While you
edit
guys
character.
fix this real quick, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, whatever it is for edit, build.
Good, I can get
whatever, and then scroll back down and go to the home tab for the character builder, and then scroll down to where it says advancement type and change it to XP instead of milestone.
Okay, mine's at milestone apparently.
Yeah, I think that's the preset one.
Hey, Corona, what XP are you at? Because aren't we the same?
2 out of 23.
So do you
You're
have
at 223?
22 out of 23.
How do I switch my milestone? Just have to go to main character?
Because I took 8 necrotic earlier.
No, not HP, XP, experience.
875 out of 900. You missed some of the XP because you were upstairs at one time.
Oh, is that what oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering why I was
so
100 behind.
You're also level 2?
Yeah, he's level...
I'm level 2. I'm just 100 behind you guys because
he missed
I didn't hear that combat was happening, and I got stuck upstairs. Still salty about that.
Been here, everyone that's here should have 875 out of 900. Well, Garland's been here from the start.
Yeah,
Garland has more than us, and then Senpai and Techless have less than us.
3.
Yeah, you and I have 875, and then Garland will add his XP now since it won't level him up because he already leveled up earlier. But you and I will wait until we rest, and then we'll do our level up.
Yeah, I'm at 1125.
Level 1 here still.
I thought you were at 875 experience.
No, Garland was here for the first session.
No, I'm talking about you and Jin.
Yeah. And
you level up at 900.
Yeah, we haven't rested, so we can't level up yet. So we're just holding our XP until we rest, and then we'll add the XP and then level up.
Well, you won't have enough to level up, though. Because didn't you just get 100 that put you at 885?
No, we've been at 875.
How did I miss 200 experience, though?
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm at 870. I just added 100, and I'm at 875 now.
Yeah, because I added mine, and it took me from 675 to 775.
There. I joined along with you guys,
well,
but
I
he
remember
missed
last
one of the
session you
battles.
and I talked and we said that we were at 875. Like, we both said that at the last session, so I don't know what you did. Did you accidentally minus 100?
I think I might have messed. I think I might have messed up.
I figured it out. Thank you, by the way. I figured it out.
Yeah, I think I might have messed up one of the levelings.
Probably, because I remember last session you and I were like, "Oh, cool, we're both at 875," and then I think everyone was at that.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to check with each other, make sure we're on path. Because I've been in every battle you've been, and I've also joined when you and
That's so annoying. That means if we don't get in another fight this session, I'm not going to level up. That's so annoying.
I mean,
meanwhile, there's level 1s. They're still here right now because they just joined. So could be a level 1.
Well, but I'm not because I was at the session. I'm still squishy. I went down. What do you mean could be squishy?
I mean, I'm super squish.
All right, everybody. I am back.
We fixed it.
Yeah, we fixed it, and we also had to fix some XP for other people.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was on milestone, apparently.
Yeah, that's wrong. All right. So, you guys have finished the shadows. You've collected the gem.
These milestones were checkpoint XP, I think, if I remember correctly.
And you've been healed up. What are you all going to do now?
My guy's gonna pop a cigarette.
Forward.
So, do we go down the secret staircase, or do we continue through the hall?
That secret staircase is an up situation, not a down situation.
Yeah. It's the upstairs.
Well, Might I
downstairs
point out
to find his
something?
basement.
Might I point out something? The since the chanting is louder right here at this four-way, and it gets quieter every time we go down one of these paths.
I actually
then it
low-key
might
want to
be-
find the spooky book in this campaign.
It might be above us, so the chanting could be below this spot right here, like a level below or above.
It's a group call. You want to go upstairs or not? It was a secret
Well,
package
we were upstairs
passage.
earlier through all the different places and we didn't hear it, so it's probably below, not above.
Well,
I'm down to go
It is
upstairs.
secret. Okay,
We can flip a
Rose.
We can flip a
Rose,
coin.
can you hear me? Rose, can you hear me? What do you? Would your dollhouse tell us what is up these stairs?
Who's he talking to?
So
He's
there
talking
is
to
a
the girl
spirit
that
of
possessed
yeah,
him.
there's a spirit of a little girl that possessed
He's
Garland.
possessed?
Garland is possessed, yeah.
Yes.
Alabaster does not know this.
I'm low-key glad.
Oh
there's not a
yeah,
paladin either.
Alabaster does not.
Yeah,
know
he
that.
does. We told him. We told him last session. As well
Oh
as
yeah,
everyone
we did
else.
tell you. Okay, Alabaster now knows that Garland is possessed.
My guy's just gonna sit in the corner as you guys decide.
Oh
yeah, let's
go
loot.
with
Let's
whatever.
loot these bodies. Let's loot these guys. Let's see what they have on them.
Garland, you don't. She doesn't like speak to you, but you get like a flood of memories that aren't yours of a den that like she would play in, and a secret passage, a secret trap door in the den.
Also, anything on these geists that worth a dang? Anything?
They there's no remains left.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I'll go wherever anyone else wants to go.
So, DM, you said the crystal ball was no longer like a ball?
It's still a crystal ball, but it's like a smoky quartz. It's a crystal ball made out of smoky quartz.
Oh, I heard when you said quartz, I heard corpse, and I was like,
oh
what?
no, quartz.
What is
Cool.
what was this little like white thing right
That's a
here?
door.
Oh, why didn't Garland go through?
Because you guys were all deciding where you wanted to go next. If you wanted
I
to
say,
go up
since
or
we
down.
know there's a secret passage this way, we could always come back here. But there's a door here, so we can at least explore this door and see where it leads us.
Well, we're not going to split up.
No, I know that. That's why, like,
That's what I said. I'm at the door, and I push it open, like I own the place.
All right.
Just kick it open. Garland's here.
we can go upstairs. We know there's there, so we know it's there, so we can come back to it.
Yeah, we can just go back through the areas as we leave the house.
All right, Garland, as you reach out and you grab the doorknob for this door, you go to turn it and it does not turn. As you go to pull your hand back, you realize in horror that the doorknob is full of some kind of glue, and your hand is adhered to it.
Oh, God.
Got this.
You look up at the door, and you suddenly make out little eyes in the wood grains of the door. Suddenly,
oh my God! It's
the
We're
door's
about to get
mouth,
attacked again.
Roll initiative. The door's mouth opens as it reveals itself to be a mimic.
Mimic.
A mimic door. Hell yeah.
See, I played my fair share of Dark
Here
Souls.
we go.
I was not expecting a mimic door.
I'm down for mimic doors.
All right, so everyone, the only one who can really do anything here effectively is Garland and whoever's standing directly behind Garland.
Oh, me, Elliot.
No one else is going to be able to, like, do anything.
I'll kick this mimic in its dang face.
I swear to God, if I roll another high initiative and I'm not able to do crap about it, I'm gonna flip a table.
I mean, you could just push them all away and then get behind Garland and then just like, I don't know.
I think what if me or Corona gets behind Garland and tries to pull him off?
there's many things that we could do. Just when it's your turn, use a free action to speak.
Are we rolling initiative now?
Oh,
roll
yeah,
initiative.
my bad. Sorry.
The creature does have
Yeah,
surprise.
I got a quick question.
Against.
That's going to be
Since I'm surprised, can I do a reaction?
21.
You cannot do a reaction because you're surprised.
21.
All right. Garland, what's your initiative roll?
Ow. My neck. Hurts.
9.
Yes, sir. 10 minus 1.
All right.
Actually, it comes up to 9.08.
Elliot, technically you have the first action. You see that this creature is about to chomp down on Garland.
On his hand? His poor little hand?
On his torso. The mouth on this thing is like the width of the entire door.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it.
All right.
Like,
So
kind of like
since you
as
don't
if I
have
was
a reach
like,
weapon, yeah. So since you don't have a reach weapon, you can do it. You're just gonna make your attack at disadvantage. Because
okay.
you're doing it over Garland. If you had a weapon with reach, then you could you wouldn't have to worry about it. But it's on the other side of Garland, so you can do it just with disadvantage.
Okay. So how do I put disadvantage on D&D Beyond?
I don't know. I
You
usually
can
just roll twice and
you
pick the
can
lower
right click on it on whatever the button is, and then it'll say advantage, roll, or disadvantage.
Oh, okay, cool. I
And
always
you
just
can
roll
click
twice.
I'm trying to right click.
Click.
Allows you to roll 2 different dice. I'll take the lowest. 17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. My kick is going to be unarmed strike plus d4 plus 6. Roll my d4. 3, 5, 6 plus 2, 6. 5 damage to this door.
All right.
And then bonus action, we'll go ahead and give it another kick.
Sure.
Disadvantage again?
Yep.
Okay. It's going to be the lowest roll. That's 11 plus my dex. It's going to be 13.
13 hits.
Roll damage. Four damage.
All right, cool. So yeah, you lash out with 2 sturdy kicks. You feel the weird gooey form of the creature with its false wood shape. You kind of feel it give under your kicks, and it's kind of gross. And now it will go, and then Garland will go. All right, Garland. Does a 24 hit? I already know it does. All right, it opens up its gigantic maw that's think of the door kind of folding in half in the middle, or opening up from the middle. It's kind of hard to describe, but basically a mouth is in the middle of the door, and it opens wide and then chomps down on Garland, dealing.
You could change your color.
10 piercing damage and 4 acid damage.
Okay.
And that is its turn.
Okay.
Attack back, Garland. Anyone with spells can also help in this situation as well.
Okay. Yeah. I sit there, and the mimic needs to cast a Constitution saving throw a 12.
It rolled an 11. It failed.
Alrighty. I curse this thing that's holding my hand, and I try to put my shield between it with my emblem of Mordant right across its face. And it takes 4 radiant damage.
All right. It takes 4 radiant damage.
Will it cause it to let go of me?
Not. It recoils in pain, and you can try to make an escape check. You can try to escape. Go ahead and make a.
Okay, which one?
It would be an athletics check to escape. You need to beat a 13.
Oh, 21.
All right.
I
So
got a
you,
21.
as you
19
cast
plus
your
2.
spell and you've like scorched the thing with holy fire, you at the same time with all of your might just like push, and you hear like a suction sound like, and you like fly backwards and like crash into Elliot as the two of you like push up against the wall.
Do you want to make a better check, or we're just going to fall into each other by any chance?
If you'd like, Elliot, you can
I just
make
fall back
an
on you.
athletics check to get out of the way, but this was going to be an ungraceful action.
Okay. Okay.
Or an acrobatics check to get out of the way.
Acrobatics? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Instead of athletics, I rolled athletics. I'll do acrobatics. I'm glad it wasn't athletics. Athletics is not the
Thank you for
greatest.
catching me.
Okay, that's going to be 18. Acrobatics.
Avoiding the trust fall, Elliot deftly dives out of the way.
Yeah.
He's a dwarf. He weighs a lot.
Garland, you are right here on the ground. And it's back up to the top. It's Elliot's turn.
So our initiatives don't kick in.
If everyone else wants to jump in, did anyone else roll initiatives? I only heard ones from Elliot and Garland.
Yeah, I did. I thought you were just going to call our name like you did last time.
Whoops. I said anyone who was right there could help, and then anyone with spells. I didn't hear anybody chime in. My bad. Okay. Anyone who wants to can jump in. All right. Alabaster, what about you?
My cat's attacking my.
I had an
I
18.
don't know why.
18. All right. Jin.
I have an 18.
18. Corona.
She got a 16.
Yeah.
And Teclis.
You can't play D&D with this cat.
I don't think Teclis rolled.
He's trying to get a.
I rolled a 16.
Oh.
All right. All right. Between Jin and Alabaster, who's got the higher dex? It's
I
still
got
Elliot
10.
first. Elliot
I
still
got
has the first
16.
action, regardless. So, all right. So Alabaster is second. Elliot's first. Jin is third. Corona and Teclis, who's got the higher dex?
13.
13.
What number did you say, Teclis?
16.
16. All right. So you're fourth. She's fifth. Garland is sixth. And this thing goes after Elliot. All right, Elliot, go ahead.
Okay. I'll go roll to attack. Not a disadvantage now since he's not there, right?
Right.
Okay. What's the roll?
You still have to you're out of range now, though. Also, so
Oh,
you
I'm
need
out
to,
of range. Oh,
yeah.
I thought. Well, I guess I'm just gonna practice kicking air at the moment. I guess that's gonna be I totally forgot that we moved in like that. So my guy just looks like he's just kicking air, does a few karate kicks, hoo, hoo.
He's practicing
Shadow boxing.
Yeah, he's practicing
And then I guess I'm gonna move up, and then but he's actually go ahead and get a kick in. This time, actually move up and get a kick in.
All right, Garland's on the ground, so you can just step over him.
I will. Sorry, dwarf man.
All right, go ahead, hit the door.
Oh God, that's not too bad actually. So I think that's door. It's gonna be 9 plus my dex, which is plus 2. That's going to be 11.
11 misses.
Yeah, okay. Figures much.
Yeah, you kick and it's just like you're hitting a wood, and it just doesn't. It doesn't give.
I'm trying to get the perfect kick. That's what's going on. I'm just trying to position it. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay, it is its turn. It is going to make an attack against you, Elliot. All right, you see the mouth doesn't open this time. The top half of the door like bends back like rubber and just like rockets forward, like smashing the square in front of it.
It's an ugly thing, aren't you?
Does a 19 hit?
Oh yeah, it does.
All right. You take 4 damage.
Okay.
And as the door lifts back up, you realize that you are stuck to the door. And you're
Alrighty
lifted up
then.
off the ground and are now suspended in the air,
That's
attached
alright.
to the door.
Perfect. I caught it as a pixie bow, so it has like maybe by the arm or what?
Like your upper half of your torso is like squished up against the wood, and you're like being lifted up off the ground. You're like hanging upside down.
Okay. So I have no free hands?
You've got 1 free hand.
That's all I need. As he picks me up, I grab my cigarette in my mouth and I like put it out on the door. And
the disrespect.
That's all I need.
All right, now it is Alabaster's turn.
So he is currently stuck to the door.
Yes.
Got 1 hit free hand. That's his mistake.
And there's a door in the middle of the floor right there. So
yep, Garland's sitting on the ground.
I will go over and I will help him use an action to pull him up to his feet.
Sure. All right, you help Garland to his feet.
And then I say, "Go get him, small guy." And I will move out of the way in case anything else needs to happen right there.
All right, cool. Jin, it's your turn. You broke up a little bit there.
Sorry. I guess I'm just gonna move up behind Garland.
All right. Cool. You are up behind Garland. If you have anything that's like ranged or a spell of some kind, you can hit the thing. But from out here,
The only range I've got is a hand axe that I could try to throw.
Don't you have javelins, or did you not pick that?
Oh, I got javelins. I guess I could try to use that.
No.
Game.
All right, I guess I'll
like spinning. The guy was spinning on the
Garland's
door.
You're gonna have to duck, Elliot. All right, I'll try a javelin, I guess.
If you're gonna hit me, make sure you aim for the head.
All right, bud. All right, what do I roll to throw this javelin?
It is a ranged attack roll. So you roll and add your bonus to dexterity and then your proficiency bonus.
All right.
If you're on your actions all page, then you can just click the hit DC button for javelin. It'll automatically
Am I
do
supposed
it
to
for
roll a certain dice, or is it like a?
It's a D20.
Quick.
You're rolling to hit. There
Javelins
should
are
be a ranged
D6s, I'm pretty sure. For damage, anyway.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
D8s.
go to the actions tab, and then click on all, and then it'll say what attacks you have, and it'll say javelin, and then you can click the hit /DC button, and it'll do the roll for you.
I don't have a. Wait, do I have a javelin? I don't. No, I
If
do
you
not
don't
have one actually.
Okay, then you don't have javelin.
I don't have one. Sorry. Never mind. I guess I'll just stand there and skip the final move.
You're just gonna stand there in the middle of the.
Well, I'll be next in line.
Mm-hmm.
If we get like a train going, getting stuck on the door, I'll be right back. Skip my last turn. I'm done.
Okay. Then we are at Corona. No, Teclis. Teclis is before Corona. Teclis.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Can I try to get through these guys or something to get through the door?
They're pretty heavily crowded around it now. You're not sure you're going to be able to get around there. If you have a spell, you could cast it from like right here and probably get line of sight.
Could I use a bow?
That
would be really close.
At disadvantage. I will let you do it at disadvantage, and if you miss, you're going to hit a party member.
Oh, okay. No. I guess I'll just hold my turn for now.
All right, yeah. That's the once you guys get out of this dungeon, then you won't be in these like crowded areas. It's hard to run a crowded combat with 6 people. All right.
Strahd's dungeon's massive, though.
Strahd's dungeon is massive.
And this is the basement. We still have like 3 or 4 levels, I'm pretty sure.
This isn't Strahd's dungeon.
Is it not?
No, this is the dungeon underneath a mansion in.
Oh.
This is a death house.
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
You're not in Castle Ravenloft. If you were in Castle Ravenloft, you would not be fighting like shadows and mimics.
No, I like Castle Ravenloft a lot. Actually, I like getting the spooky book and having it tell me secrets.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Don't give no spoilers for us.
Yeah.
Don't shit!
Spoil
Sorry.
Anything, please. Yeah. There's a few books though, so we'll just assume it's the one you haven't heard of. Okay. So now it is Corona's turn.
All right. Well, everyone's in my goddamn way, so I'm gonna yell to Garland and say, "Why don't we just burn the door once he's off of it?" That'll be my turn since I can't really do much.
All right. We go to Garland.
Ready. As I cast Firebolt.
All right. Cast Firebolt.
Y'all remember how that went last time.
Did you say you got a 14?
Yes.
14
to
hits.
hit. Okay. And 13 damage.
13 damage.
Of fire damage. All right, Moradin, I'm going to burn you down.
All right. Do you want to try to move out of the way so that other people can get up and smack it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I will sit here.
Just sidle on.
Or could I try to
Jin
pull
and
Clint?
Alabaster.
Elliot? Okay.
All right.
Take over here in case I need to throw another firebolt.
And Elliot, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna punch the thing in his face with my one free hand.
All right. Sure. Punch away.
Natural 20.
Okay. So once you roll your damage, double it.
Max on the dice.
So what's your? So what is it?
It's gonna be 6, so it's gonna be 12 damage to this poor door.
All right.
Poor door.
You're like
trying to eat.
You're like Beatrix in Kill Bill, whenever she's busting out of the coffin. You're just like, you put your hand right up against it, and one mighty punch, a little crack splinters its way down the side of the thing.
Bonus action. I'm gonna hit it again.
Go ahead.
Is my head free?
Yes.
I'm gonna headbutt this thing.
Oh, now you get your head stuck to it. Or knock yourself out again.
It's going to be a 13.
13 hits.
That's going to be 6 damage.
All right. It is its turn now. It uses like its tongue to like scoop up the part of you that is still hanging off, and it's gonna attack you.
All right.
All right, and a 22 hits, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, yes it does.
All right,
I don't have a lot of.
You take 4 piercing damage and 5 acid damage.
Well, so 4 damage and then acid damage.
Yeah, 5 acid.
I'm dead. I'm feeling on my dead with this door. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. It's not my day.
You're under.
No, I'm on my. I went out. I went to. Let's see. I did 4. I went to 1, and then I went to negative. I went to -4, so went to failure save. So, not quite half yet. But yes, I'm at failure. I'm on my saving throws now.
Okay. So you're under. All right. It is now Alabaster's turn.
All right, I'm gonna squeeze by Jin. Do I need to make acrobatics or whatever?
Yep, just a DC 5 though. If it's past a wall, you got to make a check. If it's just like 2 people in the middle of a room, you don't have to make a check.
All right. I got a 16, so
you got past.
I got past him. And I will take my rapier and stab at one part of the door where Elliot is not.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Missed stabbing me. My luck.
18.
That hits.
And technically, I get the sneak attack damage because Elliot is within 5 feet and he's an enemy of the door.
Sure. You're stretching it a little bit there, but okay.
I mean, it's up to you. That's why I was asking.
Actually, yeah, he's unconscious, so he's not actively helping you.
Okay.
Yeah, so no.
Then 11 points of poke damage.
I think this door's hurting for sure.
All right. As you stab with your rapier, you catch it in its open mouth as it's sort of like salivating and like licking its lips of all the blood that it got from whenever it bit Elliot. So your thing goes like deep inside the door, I guess, the throat of the door, and you pierce something, and it lets out just like a painful shriek, and the door sort of like jerks and like sort of like folds up and then crumples into like a puddle of like weird sticky goo on the floor. It's got like teeth and eyeballs and stuff floating in it.
And I'm assuming as it crumbles, Elliot goes to fall. I will like try and like catch him so he doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah, you get him. That's fine.
And I will drag him out and be like, Garland, we need help. He's not doing so well.
More heals, please.
And I beat the shit out of this door, though. Just want to note that.
All right, everybody gets 50 experience points.
I might be unconscious again, but I beat the shit out of this door.
You've slain the mimic. Good job, guys.
Let's go.
I think it's funny.
I'm about to start healing on him. Alright, I move up to Elliot. And I have no potions.
Well, either way, you can make a medicine check to stabilize him.
Okay.
That would probably be step 1. Unless you still have spells, in which case that's probably the better way to go about it.
Well, medicine check gives him 12 points.
You got a 12 on the medicine check?
With my spell modifier, my modifier and everything, yes.
Okay, so he doesn't get 12 HP back, but you stabilize him. A medicine check is just to like provide first aid to stabilize him.
Okay, then that's just a plain 8.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get above your medicine check. Oh, okay.
No,
so you don't stabilize him.
I was at my modifier.
Does anyone want to help?
Okay. All right then. Yes, I'm
Trying to
going to do. I'm going to do cure wounds.
Oh, okay. Cool. That'll do it then. All right. Go ahead and roll the HP for it.
That'll be 9 points. 9 points.
All right, Elliot. You get 9 HP back.
I'm back to living. Welcome to land of living.
All right, guys. Y'all better be good. Y'all better be good. I'm running low.
Isn't Elliot the one that wanted to die?
He's getting brought to life. It's like, God fucking damn it.
All right, cool. As you get up, Elliot, you can see into the room on the other side of where the mimic was. You see that there is a table in the middle of the room that has like ceramic kitchenware on it, above which is hanging a chandelier with a bunch of candles that are unlit. 2 high-back chairs flank the table, and iron candlesticks stand in 2 corners, but there are no candles on the candlesticks. They've long since
Rogue, do you want to check if there's any traps?
Not really.
Which one?
Yeah, well. Which one? The
Alabaster, the guy that likes to touch shiny things.
Okay.
Sure, I just need people to move out of the way.
Sounds good to me. If not, this might be a safe room to, tip to rest.
I will make a perception check to see if I see any traps in the room.
Go ahead and roll it.
I will go ahead and light my hooded lantern and use it so I'm not looking in the dark.
Okay, cool.
Perception?
Yep.
That's an 11.
You notice the like weird scuff marks and like strange stains on the wall that you would guess were a warning sign that a mimic was here. But you guys have taken care of the mimic. You don't see anything else that appears to be trapped beyond that.
I will take a step into the room. Do I fall into a pit?
No, you don't.
All right, guys, it looked good. I think there was a mimic where the door was, but we took care of it. So, yeah, there's bloodstains on this side. But other than that, it looks safe.
Could have used a Corona battering ram on the door.
No, remember, I'm not as strong now.
Oh yeah, how long does that last for?
Yes.
Okay, so until you take a short or long rest.
Oh, okay.
Is that like a sickness
We
effect?
need to take a short rest.
It is.
I mean, I'm down for any type of rest.
Or sleep.
It's just the effect from the attack. It says that the reduction lasts until the subject finishes a short or long rest.
Oh, I was just curious.
I'd be okay for a short rest.
We need our muscle.
These candles, though. They're nice candles.
And I'm going to sit there and roll.
So are we taking a short rest then?
I think so.
I mean, if so, then we need to take up the table again and barricade the doors so we're not gonna die.
How
Is that?
convenient. A table.
Yeah. And chairs this time.
You also find. I'm sorry, I missed this. There is a book on the table.
Oh heck yeah! I'm grabbing the book. I like books.
Sure. As you flip through it,
Hey.
It appears to be a logbook of some kind.
Oh heck yeah!
You see there are columns for names, and there are a second column with like physical descriptions, and then there's a third column with strange details like struggled profusely or no tranquilizers given this time.
Freaking tortured docs book. Anything of what would I have to roll to see if there's anything of like significance for us would be helpful, or is it just a book of like a very terrible
This appears
book?
to be just like a really terrible book. You might find some use for it at some point, but nothing as jumps out at you now.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my satchel.
Sure.
I just let him know it's basically a terrible book of torture methods and a log.
A book about logs?
Terrible torture methods and like basically a lot of like patients or people they brought through, vice versa.
Oh, I thought they were torturing logs.
Maybe.
The table is made out of wood.
Maybe it's a human.
Are you asking what stuff is on the table?
No.
Yeah,
No, I was
Trying to
making
make
jokes.
a stupid pun.
Alabaster was making jokes.
I was gonna look. Is there anything else significant on this table?
No, it's just like a clay cup and like a clay pitcher.
I have a question. What are these things?
Those are candelabras.
Okay. Right,
I will go and light those candelabras with my flint and with my flint.
It gives a little flicker of light to the room.
So are we breaking this
I
table
rolled
apart?
I rolled my hit die. 2 on cleric and the 1 on sorcerer, and I regained 13 hit points.
You guys are taking a short rest in here?
Yeah,
we're gonna put the table and the chairs at each doorway.
Okay, cool.
So can we apply a short rest or anything weird happen?
You can apply a short rest, yes.
Cool beans.
You don't get normal rest in any of these dungeons. They don't exist.
So if we have enough XP to level up, we go up a level?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
I'm like, does anyone want to play cards for a little money?
And I can
As
take
we
off
sit
my
here.
modifier. Yay.
I got about another 1,000 points to go.
Alright, cool beans. Let me add the... Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I didn't mean to click that button. So, Jen, you and I add 150 now, so we can level up.
Okie
All right, as we're taking a short rest.
I need to add my stuff now. Yes.
I start a small fire. I take off my helmet, drop some hard dwarven bread and some goat sausage, and pour in some dwarven holy water.
I heard that dwarves eat rocks. Is your bread made out of a rock?
It's tough as rocks.
Give me one.
And then I sit there and pour the dwarven holy water on top of the hard bread and goat sausage and put it over the fire.
Yum.
All right. You make a nice little campfire stew inside the room. And as everyone kind of sits around and eats it, and you take just like a little break, everybody, it's been pretty gloomy in here, and there's just sort of, the food gives everyone a nice sense of home.
Hey,
and everybody feels a little better after eating it.
Could I cast prestidigitation and make some rockets in the air, little rockets fly in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to cheer up everyone's mood.
Cool. He starts throwing up magic tricks, and you guys, everybody just takes a break. It's enough to bolster your spirits, and at the end of your break, Corona, anyone who had taken the strength damage can revert the strength damage they had taken.
Nice. Who was it who said they like to smoke?
I think it was Alfonso, and he's not here anymore. Because remember, you had him smoke with you after he got attacked.
Elliot, I thought it was Elliot. So Alabaster will take
cigarettes the whole time. Every interaction, he's popping a cigarette. It's just his gimmick.
Alabaster will move over next to Elliot and pull out the pipe and the stuff that he's been smoking, take a hit, and then offer it to Elliot.
Go ahead. I'll go ahead and apply to it.
It is some nice cherry pipe tobacco.
Just need
nice.
Yeah, I found it.
Found it?
Yeah, in one of these rooms.
Is that the stuff that was in the skin sack?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Ah, yes, skin sack.
Yeah, I found it with like some papers.
Oh, that pipe tobacco came out of. Oh no, you found upstairs, didn't you?
I found it on the desk with the papers.
The skin sack was a different thing. That's from upstairs. That's the really nice tobacco. No, that's good. Yeah, that definitely is a nice cherry pipe tobacco that fills the room with a smell other than death and decay for a minute. But as your break is over, you are all feeling a lot better. Where would you like to go?
Hey, my battery is about to die.
Yeah, how much longer of a session are we going to do?
So I can end here, or if you guys were about to go into this room over here, the encounter after this was kind of where I had planned to wrap things up. I could also wrap things up just fine now. Would you rather save what's in here for later?
I gotta go, so I guess
I think we should save it. It's getting a little late.
Oh, yeah, it's 10:20. That's right. I didn't realize it was that late. All right, cool. Well,
for me, it's only 8:20. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got a little bit of a spiel before
Can we make it a long rest?
It has not been long enough. It hasn't been long enough to long rest. You guys have only been awake for like.
Plus, he was saying last time when we tried a long rest, we didn't get a long rest because of all the yelling.
But before everybody goes, everyone gets 100 experience points for the session.
Yeah.
So
50 away from level 2.
To your pages. And then I will let you guys, if you thought somebody did something cool or you thought that somebody had a good role-playing moment, you can nominate them and they'll get some inspiration. So does anybody have something they thought somebody else did that was particularly cool tonight or good role-playing?
Elliot punched a door. That was pretty cool.
No, Elliot knocked himself out. I think that was pretty dope.
Unintentionally.
I love having another dum-dum in the group.
I actually will.
I wasn't
that was funny. You can get an experience point for knocking yourself out. That's funny.
It's like critical failed at headbutting something. Whatever, I'll take it. Where's my character sheet?
You got rewarded for being dumb. I wish I was you.
Hey, it's
like
okay.
a reward.
I'm literally 50 XP away from fucking
I got inspiration from last session because this thing right here was a trap, and then in order to get over it, they just like had me lay on top of it because I'm 7'4", and so then they all just walked over me like a bridge. So
I just realized
back over the pit like 3 times.
So, a little thing before we go. Basically, we have several more games that are going to be starting in the server in the upcoming weeks. Because as you guys saw, like tonight, the game filled up. And so I've got a couple people who are coming in to run games. But also, I've got this guy, Matthew. He's one of the new Dungeon Masters in here. He is going to be running a demo game every month of a system that is not D&D. And he's taking votes right now in the, it's either in the Looking for Group, I think it's in the Looking for Group channel. He's taking votes right now on what the next thing that he's going to teach all of us is. And right now I think all the votes are for the Fate system, but that's a really cool
I actually
tabletop
have
system.
Fate dice, and I actually have a couple of the Fate books.
Oh, okay. I just bought the Fate core book because I think that he's going to run Fate. So
I have Fate Fantasy, and I think there's another Fate one I have. Fate Life, I think, which is basically like real interaction stuff. I don't know what it is.
So in addition to that Fate game that's coming up, one of the guys in the 5 o'clock game is trying his hand at DMing, Caladria. He's recruiting for a game right now. And also 2ply, one of the guys who's supposed to play in the session tonight, he missed it because it filled up. He is trying to get people together. He and one other person so far, so I think they only need one more person, are trying to pay me to run Waterdeep Dragon Heist for them. They're commissioning.
How much would that, like, how much what you doing? Because I was actually looking at that. I was actually going to ask you, because I actually, like, is it going to be a consistent game, or they're working out the details, and how much are they trying to get you to run it?
It will be a consistent game, and my rate's $15 a session, and that's for like a 3 to 4 hour session.
And then that's how long it takes to go through it.
And
so
then
3 to 4
we'll
hours.
we'll play whatever frequency you guys decide on. If you did do that, generally my paid groups play twice a month, because that's doable. That's $30 a month. It's like going to the movie twice. So most of my paid groups are playing twice a month, and so that's probably what you guys will settle on. But there's a guy 2ply McSnips. So if you're interested, talk to him, or just send me some messages and I'll get you guys connected.
Because I'm trying to figure out, because I'm okay like paying someone, but I'd rather the money go directly to the DM versus third party. That's why.
Right.
Like directly to the person. Like I rather save, like, if I know I'm paying you for the session, I want to directly PayPal you the money, or like whatever.
Yeah,
cash
so
out,
I
whatever.
totally take PayPal. I actually DiceDadGames@gmail.com is my PayPal for this. But
Because
I
I've
take
had
things
problems.
over
I'm
PayPal,
okay.
and I
Go
also
ahead.
go through SPG. Have you heard of SPG?
No.
Okay, SPG is this really awesome site for paid dungeon masters. It's basically a hub, and it's not like a Discord. It is a professional website and organization. And basically, what they do is they get dungeon masters to come on their site and post their paid games, and then they handle the scheduling and the payment processing and all that stuff and reviews. I'm trying to get up and going on there. So I have a game posted on there for this, actually. Which if anybody wants it, they can have an invite to it. If you join that, you can leave me reviews, but we might end up booking through that. I'm not 100% sure. It might just end up being that we just, like, everybody PayPals me. My current Sunday paid game, everyone just PayPals me. So I haven't had actually...
So it's $15 per person or $15 per session?
$15 per person per session.
Okay, so it'd be like a group of 4 people normally. You don't want too crazy, I'm assuming.
Right. No, I cap it at 6, but 4 is
because
like
Waterdeep gets
the
a little
number.
weird when it's more than because I played Waterdeep, but it got weird when it was like became a really big group.
Yeah, I currently have a group of 5 on Sundays going through Dragon Heist, and it's already a little weird with 5. So like,
yeah, I know.
I'd
Because I
prefer
know there's
3 or 4, and I think with his game, I think they just need 3. I think they're just going for 3 people. So
Because I'm down for it. I just wanted more details of it, and if I rather just directly pay the DM versus like paying said person, and then like that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That totally makes sense. So I'm gonna tell you who to talk to. Or I'm
So I was
just gonna,
looking at it.
ping
I'm just
him.
testing the water here, and I'm enjoy playing. Like free game's nice, but if I can get in a session that I know is going to be consistent, like
So,
because
paid
Dragon Deep's not
games-
exactly a short session.
Paid games are like they're the next level for sure. Like the Adventure League games are cool, but like they're shorter. I don't really incorporate backstory much into it because the parties are constantly changing out, and you can obviously miss a spot, which sucks. Like it sucks if you're used to it and you miss the game. But if you're paying for it, I'm going to show up every week. I'm going to prepare, and you're going to get from the beginning into the end. There's not going to be the game ending halfway through because of scheduling conflicts, unless you guys have the scheduling conflicts. There will not be a scheduling conflict for me.
I mean, hey, on the bright side, next week there will be 2 open spots because Alabaster and I actually date IRL, and we have our anniversary dinner that night. So.
Oh, cool! Congrats.
It's exciting. Congratulations, you guys. Have fun with that.
Yeah, so you'll have 2 open spots for this session.
Nice. People will enjoy that. People are really like scrambling for these games, which has honestly been a little bit cool for me. I've been enjoying having everyone enjoying my games.
Yeah.
So.
You get a bunch of different.
Well, I gotta keep getting in it because I've been here since day one.
So I gotta keep going in, get myself in
So
here.
I wanted to make sure I got in that. So I'm Pacific Standard Time, so it posting at 12 a.m. is not a big deal for me. So me
Yeah,
not
every time it's open, I try to get there as quick as I can.
So, like, right now, I know that one of the guys, I have one dungeon master who says that he's pretty experienced, and he is offering to run 2 4-hour league nights on the weekends, which is pretty cool. And then I have another guy who's looking to run something on Mondays. So ideally, like, it'll be just like Tuesdays and Thursdays
See,
are the
that's
only
what
days in here
I was
that
about
don't
to
have
offer.
league games. But if anybody's interested in running a game, like,
I
hit
was
me
gonna
up.
offer.
I'm sure we can find people to play in them.
I won't run a game till like Christmas, like I said, with that Christmas campaign that I told you about last session.
I did a Halloween one shot. This
Halloween
Halloween with
games
friends.
are fun. Strahd, I'm thinking about making it like once I finish this. I'm thinking
Because
about
it looks
just
like you're
busting
still
Strahd out
you
at
still
Halloween.
like not you're like still barely starting into Strahd. It seems like.
Yeah, no, we're on session 5, but it's I think part of the for one, it's only like 2.5 hours, so the sessions are shorter, so you can't get as far. But also, I think having the changing cast every week kind of like slows progress a little bit.
And also, once you get to Strahd, that gets a little complicated. You gotta make sure you have the right level cap for going into Strahd's Raven Manor.
Yeah, I mean, you can go in whenever you want.
I mean, yeah, but it's brutal.
Okay.
If the curse item, sorry, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. So with that, I think I'm going to end my stream for tonight. If anybody wants to talk to me individually or whatever, you can shoot me messages or
I
something.
just want to say one thing.
What's up?
I was thinking. I'm working on learning more about this Owlbear. I want to be getting good as you on these maps and stuff, but I might be interested in running Rhyme with the Frost Maiden.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just like get whatever you want to prepare together, and then just like send me a private message, and we'll like work out details.
I actually want to run Cyberpunk, but
you do. I'm totally down to have people running the games that are not D&D because I want to play in non D&D games.
I have Cyberpunk Red. Like I played the original Cyberpunk, but with the Red, I'm still trying to figure it out. So it'd be learning if I try to DM it.
Right, yeah.
I gotta
I'm trying
go,
to
you
learn
guys.
Mage so that I can run it. All right, have a nice night, everybody. And everybody on Twitch, thanks for watching. We do games on Wednesdays and Fridays, and there are more games to come, so keep an eye out. We also do monthly giveaways for League supporters. So if you played in a League game, which all of you did tonight, your names are entered in a drawing, and once a month we give away a custom character illustration by our in-house character artist to whoever wins. So just like stick around, keep an eye out on the server, because if you were here tonight, you're entered.
All right.
And have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you all next week.
Good night,
Hey,
all.
you guys.
And enjoy a dwarven holy water.
All right.